We're back. Had a good time with my family, so we're feeling a lot better. I'm gonna be finishing the tower, the tournament, and then my apologies. And then, well, I don't know. I don't know what then. Okay. I don't have my glasses. There you go. That's it.
It's almost dinner time, and I am fucking pumped. It's chicken finger.
Nice.
It's fucking day of the week. I mean, it's little things in jail that really make being in jail worthwhile. And chicken finger.
Candy core. Every damage 5. Nice.
I mean, not as one of the athletic guys or whatever, but you know, someone that works there and is pumped up because it's fucking. Anyway, I'm fucking pumped. It's the Olympics. What are we talking about? It's fucking trade, man. Tell fucking Billy that the security's frozen. The best security's frozen. It's just fucking. What the fuck is that?
Chicken nuggets.
One.
Chicken finger day.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I want some fucking chicken fingers. It's chicken finger day.
Watch.
Chicken finger, two nuggets, chicken. No, it's not the same thing. Where the fucking good kind of chicken fingers?
Regimental battle over chicken fingers versus chicken nuggets has been going on as long as I can remember since we were little guys. And I think it started with Ray, because Ray always thought the chicken fingers were a part of the chicken wing that actually came right off the bird, and that nuggets were just compressed meat from various areas. And he taught that to Ricky and it stuck. And it's been going on, and I mean, thank fuck he doesn't know what popcorn chicken or chicken tenders even are yet.
Did we fucking chicken fingers back then?
No, I
bet you fucking
have
have
chicken nuggets. It's the same thing.
Okay. Or play like that, man. Fucking Jesus.
What's Ricky doing?
You don't have to worry.
What's he getting?
Oops.
What is that? Is he a shank?
He's got a shank and he's threatening the chef. I'm not doing the paperwork. Do not threaten me with that toothbrush.
Go in the fucking freezer, get some fucking chicken fingers. For me only. I'll get these guys are fine with chicken nuggets. I'm not.
Have any. Just take the nuggets. Come
I'm not
on.
eating that fucking ball of cock bullshit.
Take a step back.
We can
All
all
calm down. He's right. They taste the same.
No, they don't. Those are bullshit. They're not even the good kind. There's so many fucking beaks and balls and pops. It doesn't look like white meat. It's all white, probably fucking bleach. What the fuck? What's going on in here? Jesus fuck me. What the fuck is this bullshit? It says chicken finger day and it's got chicken balls here.
What? They're nuggets. They're chicken nuggets.
Chicken bullshit is what it is. I want some fucking good kind chicken fingers or I'm fucking chicken Billy. What are you serving up here?
Chicken nuggets, frozen vegetables, tots, salad. Delicious.
Red
Put
Fox
the
on.
fucking shakedown. We'll get you some top quality A+. We'll have one of the fucking guards run out to Costco. Was that gonna make you happy?
Yeah, it's gonna make me very fucking. I want chicken fingers on chicken finger day from now on. I got this nugget bullshit. So I'm gonna get some fucking chicken fingers?
We're gonna get you some chicken.
Right? That's a new shank, it's not a shank, it's a toothbrush with a toothpick built in, just so we're clear.
Yeah, this is my vibrator. I'll get you in one.
Alright, feel good. Chicken finger day is not fucking ruined.
Do you like red wine or white wine with that?
Sparkling white, great. Alright, just good, boys.
We'll make sure we get this.
Enjoy your shitty nuggets. You should have waited for the good fucking chicken fingers. Fucking dummies. I'll be in my fucking cell. I want them delivered.
What's he talking about? What quality? I knew this guy's been fucking do what I want. They don't know if it's Shank Billy, probably.
I like Billy. And I know we're fucking watching fights tonight, so I'm fucking lazy. I want to do a bunch of people and get out of here. So, fuck them. That's smart though.
Pay me was $120. I'm gonna waste my money over some fucking chicken nuggets, right? Stupid. He wasn't gonna shank him. He wasn't serious. And if he did, I wouldn't have to blame him.
$1,200 limit, are you kidding me? I've got $1.75 million in assets. Oh, I understand that. I'm not working right now because I have so much money in assets, okay? Okay? I think you guys gotta go back and leave. I did. I'm going to apply for a fucking credit card.
Did you have any of the fucking chicken fingers, Ricky? What a fucking situation. The guys are saying Ronnie rubbed them all over his bag before he gave them to Ricky. He had them up his ass, Ricky. He had them in between his back and his legs doing a dance.
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
Oh, we gotta tell him. Well, we're not gonna fucking tell him. You wanna have a retaliate against fucking Ronnie? You know what that's gonna fucking do? He would just let him eat the fucking things that are all over his bag.
And he's had one or two or three or four of them that have been fucking dipped in his bag. So let him continue to eat the rest of them. He doesn't know, obviously. Okay? What does bag even taste like, huh?
I don't know what it tastes like. No, then you.
Just make sure nobody else fucking tells him, okay? That's fucked. I know it's fucked. Sorry, but that was just talking to my advisor. Yeah, he thinks there's a problem with your figures on 13 or 14, that column. Hey man, what are you doing? Pepperoni.
What?
In the kitchen? They got fucking pepperoni in the vending machine. Are you shitting me? I never had fucking pepperoni in the vending machine. Is there some left? Oh, fuck. Oh, it's a fucking good kind, too. A lot of people don't know this, but like, pepperoni's a complete meal. You get everything you need. One fucking meal in a package. It's fucking delicious. What the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ, Ricky, I gotta get my fucking protein. Hurry the fuck up. Justin, fuck off. I'm trying to get this fucking pepperoni in here. Are you fucking eating it all, you greedy fucking pig? Just, oh, yes. I'm taking the rest of the fucking pepperoni, Justin. Like, fuck you are. You have some fucking lunch meat. I don't like the lunch meat.
And we're back.
What the fuck are you giving me back my money for? I want my money back. I want my fucking pepperoni. Okay, be nice to me. I'll be nice to you. Try this again.
Okay.
Fuck off. You fucking done yet? If you won't fucking give my pepperoni, no one's using this machine. I'll get it to take my fucking money. What's that my fucking problem? Fuck off. Fucking fucking money. Doesn't fucking work. What the fuck did you do, man? Oh, fuck. God damn, now I don't have fucking money. You know what? Come on. Why won't you give me the fucking pepperoni? C3. C fucking 3. Fuck, I just ate my fucking money. Are you kidding me?
Fuck that one, cocksucker. Fuck.
Fuck. Oh, Christ. Fuck. I need some fucking help here. My fucking arm's stuck. Jesus.
What did she say?
He wants help. Yeah, you know what? He's stuck. The company is back till Monday. Get a fucking pillow, idiots.
Don't blink, it's your Wayne. Welcome to the show. Hoping Walt's having a wonderful day on his 18th April 2025. A little bit of a nature corn for you guys, because again, I guess you love nature corn. You don't? Why? Am I saying nature corn? I shouldn't. I mean BTS. So this today is it's the 19th April 2025, which is Easter, Saturday, Easter. So we went to my father's house. We just had a good meal. Now we're relaxing. We're watching Trailer Park Boys. Look at the quality of this show.
Why not get them down here? I can't. My fucking arm, it ate it. Must have been hungry.
The quality is insane. We're working on clips. We have the two towers, and we're gonna go work out.
Stay here with my arm eaten by a minute.
Looks like that's the case, Rick.
We can get you a pillow.
Call the company and get them down here. I can't live like
We
this.
can't go, they're not there. Sorry.
See you on Monday, bud.
You're fucking joking, I hope. Fucking fuck.
Here you go, bud. I got all the fucking stool there.
Oh, fuck. Oh, jeez.
Oh, this fucking blows.
Fuck,
Here you go. Climb up there.
Chant up.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, fuck. That's so much better. Nice there. Oh, wicked, man.
Fuck, there you go.
Oh, awesome.
All right, well, have a good one, bud.
You gonna stay and hang out?
Oh, I would, but I got a big day tomorrow. I'm fucking slammed, and you know that floor's a little chilly. So, can I use your leg pillow? I'm just gonna anyway.
Tara, I might need a piss jug. No? There? Oh, that's actually not too bad.
Think like Warren Buffett.
The way that automation has helped us so far, and I'll give you a very
Fuck that. Fuck your ads.
that was taking
Watch your Trailer Park Boy.
test scenario from start to finish. For a manual tester, it took 12 minutes. For the robot, it took 4 minutes. We run thousands of these test cases for each one of our client implementations, and we often have to repeat those same test cases. This helps our clients tremendously.
I got a lot of fucking money to make this fucking cash. Because, you know, it's not the easiest thing to make this money and stuff, but being an entrepreneur, taking the advice of Warren Buffett, you gotta find the need. And what I've got right now is the need. People need what I have to fucking offer. So I'm gonna capitalize on that and make some serious fucking cash. Mark is gonna leak it a little now.
Sorry, bud. Is there any good idea you came up with? Like, how do you
Try not to fucking get fucking the hole in.
You got any pins for collection there, Freddie? Bubbles?
No. I got a couple days.
Oh, I got it.
Give me some cash.
Hold on, I got one more.
One more. Jesus Christ, Frank.
Oh, you've been going hard, eh?
Fuck, man. Chill out a little here. All right, you want a fresh bag? Yeah. Buzz.
What?
You don't got any bags?
No.
What do you mean no?
No, nothing, Julian. I've been holding it.
Are you sure? I can loan you the fucking money.
It's not about the money, Julian. I can't hold my unit out and hold it over a fucking plastic bag.
Buzz, just take this one. You'll give it back later. If you need to use it,
I
use it.
don't need to use it. I'll wait for the pipes to be fixed. I have no fucking way to prove it, but if I was a bet man, I guarantee you, fucking Julian plugged those pipes on purpose just to try to make a few bucks off people. But a fucking heads up would have been nice because I am fucking clogged solid here, and I'm not the type of person that can just pinch one off in a grocery bag. That takes a certain type of person. What do you got? You're all gathered.
Oh, those are small. Just fucking easy on the bags, Darren.
So I get rid of them, I get 10%, right?
You get 10%. You should just sweet. Okay, you get one in the bag. You got any money? All right, something.
Julie, what do you got?
Okay.
Oh, right on.
The money you. Actually, give me 2. I'm feeling tense.
Magic.
No, you go. Fuck, boys.
Man, I can keep a dick.
Some more water, okay? More water. It's a little dark.
Great.
All right. No problem. See you. All right, so take care of it, man. You get paid when you're done.
Okay,
Got it.
right on, man. Okay, well, fucking jammed in there. Yeah, so fucking Julian asked me to hide this chicken piss, and I'm like really fucking good at hiding stuff. You know,
I'm kind of like a squirrel with a nut, you know, except the nut's kind of like, you know, there's nuts in the shit though, so. Oh, fuck me.
How much killed?
Yeah, you accept that? It's my turn here.
311, shit! Could have done better. Could have done way better.
He was at the Legion trying to get upstage, but plays guitar. Sucks. Some football about him. We gotta fight. He probably doesn't know. You want me to tell you? Because I fucking know. Word on the street is he made a counterfeit. He's gonna get changes like Nicholson Knight, so. Tell him, yeah.
Okay, so nobody wants to let that one ride?
Let it ride.
Let it ride, or do you want to up it? Do you want to up it? You don't want it?
I'm gonna throw a goldfish in. That one up.
Okay, I don't have goldfish, but I'll match it with a cheese and crackers.
How'd you guys get so much shit?
Okay, so let's go.
I do.
I don't.
30 of it.
Oh.
I'm gonna say something to tree jack. Walking in the window, jack.
Tree jerker?
A tree jack.
I'm gonna say sexual assault and weapon. I'm saying he tried to bang step dad.
Oh my God, what do you think? Because I was thinking more just like a, you know, something like he's down at the old folks home.
You know what I heard when I was in the shower about Ben? I was in there listening to players and you noticed. I heard from Dave Robert. So what do you mean? Great? Yeah, the great. Not great. Taking them up and then banging them? I know it involved baby, but that's why I heard. You know, we all got jewelry and all this. No way. Dead people. How can we never rob graves? It's a good idea. There's tons of dead people. Fucking thousands.
But they're usually not buried with their fucking wallets.
Rings. Rings and things.
You're not getting into that, Ricky.
That's too early, mister. Let it ride. Let it up the ante. Let's see. Someone's gonna be a big fucking winner here. 20. Oh man, I'm not throwing a fucking 20.
I'll raise a 20.
I got a pair. I'll throw in a fucking Rice Krispies. I'm not giving up a 20.
Oh, I love those.
All right. Where we at?
Okay, what about Billy? I'm gonna say something like, I bet you it was like some kind of accounting scam, or he's pretty smart. So I don't think it was like,
Oh, you mean like a white collar crime?
I'm gonna say white collar crime.
What's a fucking priest?
No, race that, that's what I mean. White collar means like a, not, no, yes, race that, white collar is what I mean, like a
So
bank.
Eagles need a priest?
Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the computer show. Oh, visiting Wolves are having a wonderful day on this I'm a bit drunk, I'll be honest. Yeah, we're a bit tipsy because we went to my father's house and we had a Easter supper. It was really nice. I'm a bit drunk, so I'm not gonna be the best talker, right? It'd be harder to wake up to work out, but feeling a lot better. Feeling a lot better. Now tomorrow we're still gonna take off the life and we'll be back on Monday. We'll be back on Monday. So feeling a lot better. Feeling super good. To be honest. Oh, I forgot to take the notes for the topic of the day. I'm a bit tipsy, guys. I'll be completely honest. I'm gonna say a little bit, mean a lot. So debate, and oh, second one. I forgot the second one already. Okay. So what's another one? The debate. The tower. Okay, perfect. So yeah, feels good. We ate like kings. My father was like, hey, come over. But I was really worried I was going to be the party pooper. You know? The guy was not fun to be around because it's been too long. It was really nice to see the family. They're getting older, you know? Most of them are retired. Don't want to be a dick, but most of them, they possibly don't have like another 10 years, you know? You never know, but yeah, they're getting up in age, most of them. And it's nice. I wasn't sure I was going to come, but then my father was insisting, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go. But again, I wasn't super, I have a hard time filming videos. And that's talking to myself. Imagine talking to other people. But went there, did a lot of listening. It was really nice. The food was amazing. I took a fucking pig. Alcohol was flowing. I think when we were 9, I think we had 4 bottles. Some of them drank beer, so we drank a lot. So it was fun. It was really fun. I left. I came there. It was 5:30, and I left. It was 9:30, which is pretty good. So feeling a lot better. Now, of course, I'm worried that it's gonna be a case of, well, you're only feeling good because you're tipsy. It's you know, it's your problems are a bit less. I don't know. Indicate your feelings. And then when gonna be tomorrow gonna be the same, but yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have a super nice morning. It's gonna be helpful. I'll be trying to sleep at like 4. Look at 6:30. We'll be fine. We'll be super duper fine. We're watching Shipper Boys podcast. Not podcast, but the jail series. Now tonight I'm a bit more talkative. Oh, I remember. Yeah, good. I remember. I'm a bit more talkative, a lot more talkative to be honest. But I'm still gonna talk a lot for a very simple reason. Simple reason being, tower. Simple reason being, this is kind of like a forced break. So when I do take breaks, which is gonna be another good topic for a video. When I do take breaks, it's there's always a reason for that. It's always forced. I never take breaks in itself. So I kind of want to take a break, a real break, like not talk. Oh, you know, we're taking a break, stop filming, right? So we haven't filmed a lot. We filmed Nature Corn, that's it. Which I have a really nice one. So we're here. Then what's happening is you're not really talking. But then because we're doing the workout, and I really want to for it to work, we do it every single day. So I think it is break, but we're still being physically active. So not really break. Oh. Gotcha, boys. They released the jail series for free 2 days ago. I think it's 3 or 4 days, I don't remember. Oh, that's my father's house. We ate so much. We had seafood lasagna. I tell you something, dude. It was good. It was really good. It was really good. Yeah, definitely had salad. Nice little garlic bread. Dessert, we had a maple syrup ice cream with a something called pudding somar, which is basically a cake. You take that cake, and yeah, you take that cake, and what you end up doing is you just complicate it. It's really nice. You put some maple sugar on top of it. So what you're gonna have is a cake with extreme. Okay, you know what? Fuck that. You know, you ever had a creme brulee? So creme brulee is gonna be cream, and you're gonna put sugar on top and burn the sugar. Do the same thing with maple syrup. So your crust is extremely hard, but then your bottom is extremely moist. So it's really nice. And usually eat it with a mash of maple syrup. So maple syrup with a bit of uncooked, well, not really uncooked, but almost undercooked. It's good. I like it. Like it like a pig. Still early. It's like 9:30. So I text my girl. She said she's okay because she hasn't talked to me lately. She's good. One of my old company that I was working at burned. It's not burned down, but it burned. It was bad. We were there for a couple of years. It's really nice workplace. 6. I worked there about 10 years ago. It was my very first workshop job. It was kind of something. Working in a workshop is fun. Very different. See, I was talking about how you're getting older, right? The last of the Mohican, which was my uncle, actually, retired a month ago. And he was last of the, well, not my stepmom, she's still working, but she's thinking about retiring, you know? So now, next to everybody, he's retired. Which is 60, 65, you know? It shows. It really shows. Should we try? I'm afraid I'm gonna fall. I'm not drunk, I'm tipsy. When I'm drunk, I need to adventure. I don't know why. Got a pimple. Open up. Thank you. You can't keep up. Now, shit, it's hot. Then 2 days in a row, and it overeats. Because what I'm doing now is I play tower at the same time, you know? I'll try something. So I kind of want to watch this. I usually don't care about what I'm watching. Like yesterday, we were watching. Yesterday we watched a good movie, Frank, with Jason Statham. It's good.
No, I don't want to be on the camera. I'm being honest. No, I prefer to just be alone, please. My God. I can do this before, so I just need to all need to do to escape my legs.
I have to see it. I'm addicted, Stripper Boy. And this is something that I didn't see. The problem with this, Stripper Boys are pretty generous when it comes to pretty generous when it comes to free stuff. But they're also not that generous, right? For example, you can listen to the podcast on my tower, Lake Show, but only till 52. After 52, which is on the YouTube, they'll claim the wall. It's not really called copyright, not a copy claim. It's sharing the gains from it. Yeah, it's not working out drunk anymore. I'm sweating, guys. Ooh, I mean, come on. Stop complaining. Yeah, man. I'm not drunk. I'm not tipsy, but it's odd because you're not a drinker, right? You're not a drinker. Oh, so you don't really know your. You don't know your limit, you know. You don't know your limit, and it's more so a case of what did I? You don't know your limit, or you don't know when you're drunk or when you're just tipsy. So pretty much in control. So you think you're tipsy. Makes sense. No, right? Okay. You're. Okay. We did the whole thing. The 3 tournaments. And that's 8 minutes left. Money, come on. Come on, bro. Russ. You came back, so. I didn't know, Are you too hot? Let's see me. Okay, I left the door open. Sheesh. Fuck, it's warm. My fuck, it's warm. They're still nice, huh? I was the only one there with Cody Air. And they kept mentioning it, like, oh, yo, you think you're your mom? I'm like a fucking, hello? What is it, the Targaryen? Targaryen? Fuck, warm, dude. Warm as fuck. I don't feel like working out. It's weird because we work out. Oh. Let's take the notes. Yeah, I feel like working out, guys. What was that video?
Oh, that's kind of early. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you should be that early. What's son, you're right. Okay, fuck, I'll try to get you some. What's that? Want some hash? You serious? Eat some hash, buddy. Let's go. Stay home. Yeah, no, like little Ricky, he can just eat his hash like as much as he wants. Like that's how I know he's like part Ricky, because like he can just like his tolerance is way the fuck up there. You know? So I gotta kind of keep it on the low down, because there's a lot of fucking assholes here. Seriously shaking me just to have a pet like that, you know, like I need a lot of pets in jail, so I usually don't bring them out until like everyone's in the yard, you know, they all kind of like creep around.
I don't feel like working out, guys. I don't feel like it. It's weird. It's not working out with you guys, without you guys, it's weird. Isn't it 10 minutes? We'll switch to the bigger weights. And then we'll party. I want to do another video. Crank. What's the other video? I don't know. Nah.
Guys, thanks for coming to SSP Safe Sexual Practices. During your year, I heard, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. It's very unfortunate for you guys easier. You will have a very
Slap.
good chance of either contracting STD or getting some man or woman pregnant. Right? When I was a young fella, we used to party our butts off all the time, drinking, we were up all night. There was all kinds of relations with all kinds of peoples, and there was no protection for you. If I could take the time back, I would protect myself. It wasn't talking about back then. Now, our job here is to rehabilitate these men in this institution, and they've got to be prepared for the real world that's dangerous out there. I'm just going to do a little demonstration here on this banana. This is called a condom or a rubber. You've never seen one of these, but you just gotta slide it on, push it out. You just gotta get a good grip on your finger. And you put it on the top like this, you see? Squeeze the air of it. You roll it down. So this is, I don't enjoy it one bit. It's part of my job, okay? And it's a dirty aspect of the job that someone's got to do. I'll tell you. I do it with passion. I'm sure sure. You're right. You count washroom stalls, malls, you talk campgrounds, you talk about all things like that. Beautiful people, and you know, you can't help it when you're done. It's the passion side of you, and I just had many encounters and honest encounters, which I wish I could take back, and that's what happens when you're young and full of piss and vinegar. You're going
What the fuck?
Anyway, see, this never work. Okay, we're all buddies here, so I'm going to share this with you. I haven't had anything that I could get rid of,
Whoa.
you know, a little bit of help from my doctor, and you know, the meds, clearly nothing too serious, but all that I have to watch out, like minor issues. This really gets done. I'm going to take this act much more effective. I think everyone's familiar with crabs and chlamydia, things like that, sort of minor, but then there's some major things I've encountered, you know, syphilis, gonorrhea, sort of itchy things that don't have on your mind, you know, itchy really get that fucking right idea.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck, you're gonna regret it if you don't stop. Stop now.
So it's no big deal that if I have to, you know, myself stand straight up and put one of those things on, they see it all the time, and it's just, you know, just like before.
I don't think it's more motivation. I think it's just, you know,
Anything else?
boredom, I guess.
Okay, hold on.
I have to focus on here versus here. Like when you're working out, it's the reason why you don't hear people talking, right? Because you're in here. There's a therapeutic aspect to it. They say second state to get there, but you still get there. Ooh. A little heavyweights.
You know, I think today was a huge success. You guys all hands-on experience, and it's really surprised just how quickly we're jumping into the fray, but there's a lot of excitement and energy, and everyone got involved and helping each other out. So, man, like working on each other's throats, giving each other a helping hand.
Nice.
See that level of cooperation, and listen, it was a huge success. What a great day.
Yeah, I hope you guys didn't hear that. Okay. It's fucking torture. Because you're putting yourself through torture. You know? When it's something that you don't want to do. At the same time, this is your way of doing things, I guess. I want to do this, but I have to do this. I don't want to do this, but I have to, so I'm doing this. That shit. You know what I mean? Kind of forcing yourself to do something that you don't want to do.
The entrance, Ricky, what do you want there? Are you serious? Okay, your fucking cable wheel. I don't know, that's a little tricky. Let me see. Oh, you gave me a little quiver when you're feeling emotions. It's okay, but yeah, I know there's no doors. I know. I fucking know. You, okay, you want to like, I like P, little apostrophe, little And then I'll put over here for good measure. Fuck off, okay? Oh, yeah, here we go. Shred it. It's bigger, too. You can, like, fit the whole family in there. No, I won't be able to do that with you. Cool your jets. In you go. Here you go, there, Ricky. Now, watch this. Close it up. You feel secure, bud? Safe and sound? And I'll do the fourth fold. Here you go. There, hold on. Keep on. You're home, sweet. Walk it home, Ricky. That's right. Now, watch this. I'll fucking airlift you out of here. Better than your own personal helicopter, buddy. On the right on smokes, let's go. Well, me and Ricky are like thick as thieves as usual, so I'm gonna do what it takes to keep him hidden. Like, I'm never gonna let him go hell or high water. Ricky's my buddy, like I'll protect him till the end, to death do us part. We're pretty much married. Oh, you want some more hash? You love your hash. I can't fucking believe it. You're Ricky. Oh, you got it right up, eh?
Hey.
Holy fuck. You a hash me. Go, Ricky. Fuck. Oh, down here. Fuck off. Fuck, it was too good to be true. Ricky, you gotta come out, buddy. Come on, pal. We gotta go. Fuck off. Go, Ricky, go. Go, be free. Yeah, so Ricky had to go, you know, that's just the way it is. Like, the guards were on to us, and it was either him or me, so to speak, so I sent him off.
It's too loud.
I don't even mind, you know what I mean? Like, of all the non-human rats I ever met, he was the least ratty. Whatever, though.
The TV was loud. Am I supposed to know? Let's go.
What's going on, man?
Just got my fucking turn, man. Didn't go good.
Good, good.
I got some fucking horrible fucking news, man.
What's the fucking mood?
If he came a couple minutes
Oh,
earlier,
he's on his way down
you
here.
would have heard the
Now, what the fuck is wrong with you?
you would have heard the
Fuck.
whatchamacallit. You would have heard the
As fast as I could once Ricky called me. I mean,
Jindal.
can't imagine what he's going through. This is a day that I always thought, you know, could come someday, but I just hoped it wouldn't. But it looks like it's here, so all I can do is
He's going, stop complaining.
as forth as I can. I just gotta be braced. And I tell you.
The same kind of we did the last 2 days. We did it today and tomorrow, and that's it. Like on Monday. And Tuesday, we're back to normal.
Hey, Ricky. I know, Ricky, I know. I've been trying to get ready for it, so I think the best thing to do is just back at me with it.
Ouch.
Ricky? What are you talking about? I thought you were fucking gonna tell me you were gonna dance or something.
What?
What do you mean you're shrinking to death? This is the news?
It's so easy to watch content versus doing it, you know? I'm tired of this.
You would be able to smoke dope. I think they're gonna shrink to the size of a fucking hand. Ricky, Joanne, did you know about that? Well, okay, Ricky, just back the fuck up here. Why do you think you're shrinking in the first place? That's all it is. It's just that you got measured. But Ricky, maybe they just wrote it down wrong the first time. They fucking measured it, but you don't prove it. You're shrinking. Ricky, you don't have to worry about this. You're probably retaining your same smart. So your biggest worry is that you're going to be still have an hand, you won't be able to smoke a joint. Ricky, if you became an ant and you retained all your fucking knowledge, you would be able to get away because I would both smoke that. Alright, Ricky, let enjoy yourself in this place and let me know you just stop. This is real. You got me down here, all fucking driving down here, panicking, almost fucking shit was out of the taxi. I'm adrenaline, fucking thought you were down, now you tell me your words, you're going to turn into a fucking squirrel in your hand. Ricky, you could have just told me on the phone and I could have straightened it up for you and not taken all its way.
This is not. It's pretty there that way.
You're not.
I want to do it tomorrow, yeah? It's cold outside. We're of course going to be filming the. We are of course going to be filming the. We're of course going to be filming the weather. James Bond. Une chanson naïve. Ooh, guess what? We could do the tournament. We got our results. Yeah, yesterday was disgusting because it was like Easter, right? So the shield we got 23 with the. Oh my god, 23 is rough. 9 stone, not great. However, this is good. This is really good. Okay, perfect. 23 champion, 20. Oof. Give me a sec, guys. don't blink, yes, you blink. Welcome to the Come Show. So we also have a wonderful day on this Easter. We'll be filming some video outside. I'm going to film the nature corn. So enjoy. There you go. The sun is bright this morning. Holy. Okay, we're good. We're good. So rank 20 with shield. Not so good. Not so good. Not so good. Yeah. And let's see what the damage with this sword. Oops. Wrong app. Let's just see how much we made with the sword. Good. Dude, you didn't do it. I didn't record for. Okay, well, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's about 3 minutes, no problem. So yeah, so thank God I checked because the sun blocked the screen. Well, most of the screen, so I can't see. I don't see the tower right now. When I'm gonna be streaming, I'm playing the tower. So I think what I'm gonna do is either today or tomorrow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a playthrough of the higher level to get some of these. Because right now we're focusing a lot on the attack and defense. So defense search for shield and attack for swords. Right on the crown. Once again. We're in a position where we're focusing on finishing. So I'm going to be looking at ultimate weapon. I'm going to be looking at things that I'm almost done with. So we've talked about that before, right? We did mention that before. My apologies, that was disgusting. But it's tough because you know the first choices were there. Now we're finally in a bracket where we're making a lot of coins. We're making a shit ton of coins. However, even then, I'm in a position where I'm like, okay, well, we're still making a shit ton of coins, but what am I supposed to do? So for example, I mentioned bracket is the perfect term. There's bracket to how much you can do. So for example, the small bracket, you'll be able to increase your stats. Then you can start working on your ultimate weapon, right? Now, the funny part with the ultimate weapon, and I mentioned the ultimate weapon a lot, because that's one of my favorite thing of the game, right? But the funny thing with that is some of these are super cheap. Like with the crown, we work on a smart missile, right? But the mentality, you see, right now we're okay, how do I put this for the tower? The mentality of reaching a standstill. Why did we reach a standstill? Well, I think that because, just being honest over here, but when we did the crown playthrough, there was never any inkling or thoughts of, well, I'm gonna do 3 playthrough, right? Even true story. My mom, so it is. I don't know what date it is. Not today, but I start the shield playthrough because I started shield playthrough because on the crown playthrough, I feel like we started very offensive. And I want to see like, hey, how do we do defensively, right? So we start that, right? Now because we start that, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. That is so freaking cool. And then my mom the same day, she called me and she said, hey, I have a tablet for you. Do you want time not using it, right? And she gave me the tablet, right? And the day after, I'm like, you know what? I should do, and I had this idea of making a playthrough for sword and shield, right? But I didn't plan. Again, am I happy that we're doing 3 playthrough? Absolutely happy. But what I'm noticing right now, and it's kind of like a bad thing, without necessarily being a bad thing, is I'm in a position where I'm constantly wanting them to be sort of equal or a little equal, right? And that is very troublesome. That is very troublesome in ways that okay. So you're like, well, shield is doing a lot better, right? But at first, sword was doing a lot better. Now I do have a slight preference for shield, and I did mention this before. Now this slight preference for shield is actually super simple to understand. This preference for shield is because shield is so much different, right? There's a lot of memories of playing tower a lot. Like I told you guys, the tower actually really helped out. I was having a depression, and in the first month, well, not the first month, but very early on in the tower, we played we played the whole day and we watched both. What did we watch? We watched Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. Yeah, 2 great shows, by the way. 2 great shows. There was still a case of we're actively playing, and I remember, and I feel like it's very different. Now, don't worry, it sounds like I'm gonna stop the 3 playthrough. I'm not. Don't worry, that's not what I'm telling you guys. However, you know, there was this milestone that you reach, and you reach a milestone like, holy shit, I'm so excited. I remember. It's a crazy story. I remember reaching for the first time 1,000 in the first wave, in the first year on the crown. And I remember it being at night, and I had to go see my father the next day. I was like, holy shit, that is so freaking cool. That is so cool. And of course, we got the results. And then I don't remember reaching 1,000 here and 1,000 here. I don't remember that. Now, ultimately speaking, I'm excited because, oh shit. De la fraîche. See? Ooh, for 6 minutes. For 6 minutes, the recording stopped. Well, the gameplay stopped, right? Which kind of sucks, but hey, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in post production. I don't see. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna make it easier to figure it out. So of course there's I think it's complex because the cheap playthrough was a pleasure. The cheap playthrough is still a pleasure. They're a bit less of a pleasure right now. And again, the results are simple. We were reaching milestone, and even then, it's gonna be crazy because ultimately speaking, and again, this is inside this 2020, right? When you watch this, you're like, okay, well, didn't think about that, didn't think about this, didn't think about this and that, right? But there's something that's gonna happen. Eventually speaking, the shield is gonna be as strong as the crown, and the sword is gonna be as strong as the crown. The crown is very strong, right? The problem with the crown is it's a bit of a mixed match. So you're kind of working on everything, but you're not exceeding at something, right? I cannot remember the last time we focused on. I can remember the last time we focused on the module, right? However, we're 1 square away. No, we're at 2 squares. How many did I have? I have 20. We're 1 square away from 21, which is the maximum, right? And once we have the maximum, we'll be able to do anything that we want by module and shit like that. Now, it's gonna be a big help. It's gonna be a huge help. So we already figured out what I want for the module, right? So for shield, it's easy. I want to go for the I'm gonna go for the landmine module and the sword. We're gonna go for something along the lines of more range because again, the sword has the most range of the cheap playthrough with a whopping 194 and 65. Plus, we're increasing it. We're at level 62 of range, 62, which is better than both playthrough. That's what I'm talking about the crown, right? But then even then, when we're gonna be at the same level, I'm gonna want all cheap playthrough to be sort of the same level, sort of a similar a story. It's really tough because I don't think it's possible. However, if I don't know if you guys understand that, it's really hard to understand. But even then, we have 1,000 hours on the tower, right? Now, technically speaking, the tower is possibly, and when I say possibly, it is. Well, is it or is it Fortnite? They're the two games that put the most money in, right? Now, I'm not looking for a ROE or return of investment because I think if you think like that, you're not gonna go far, right? Because it's all relative, right? For example, you spend $1,000 in a game, right? The $1,000 was spent over 3-4 years, right? Right? Now the problem with that is 2 or 3 years of that the $1,000 there's inflation, so it doesn't have the same value. So even if you're making the same money, or you remake your money, it's not the same because it's less value. So you remake your investment, but the value of the investment got lower. Make sense? Hopefully. So yeah, for the first time in a while, we're at a standstill, and I'm not too sure as to what we're gonna do with that standstill. In the perfect world, we're fixing it. But then, right now we're in this shitty position of we're just gonna be working until we get that 21 and that 21 diamond for the cards, right? Now we're super lucky because every single event has been about getting 80 cards. Now most of the playthrough, I'm next to done. I think I have like maybe 3 events where I'm gonna need to buy cards. And then we'll max them out. But then at the same time, 3 events is a month and a half. They might release a 22nd card. Or, I don't know, because the last one they released was Nuke. And Nuke is old. Nuke is when they introduced cinematics. So, 25. Now 26 in the guild. 25 was that. So yeah, 25 was not that great of a update. The guild is still a work in progress. My guild is doing well. Even the Guardian I cannot wait to explore more. For the moment, the Guardian is actually quite bare minimum. So you got 2 chips. I don't know how to be able to increase them. We have a seal chip that I'm not using, which could be having more. See, I think for the AFK would be better. Right? For the AFK would be a lot better. Would be a lot better than what we have. But then again, are we willing to take a risk and increasing something that we don't know? No. I have a guild that is able to tell me, hey, this is good or this is not good. So I'll be waiting for them. So yeah. That's pretty much it. For the first time in a while, we're facing like a wall, right? And we have to fix things, and we have to figure out what we're doing to get out of that wall or get out of this like cage, right? And we'll see. I have to take a couple of days, like at least a week, right, of only playing the tower and playing it for a shit of time, trying to figure out what's next, trying to make a to-do list for what's next for crown, what's next for shield, what's next for sword. I don't know when I'm gonna be doing that, but the second I'm gonna be doing that. But then at the same time, you can plan this. But then by planning this, like for example, we've been playing the game Sword and Shield for 9 months, right? And I know since the 2nd month what module that I want, right? So you're planning in advance, and I think we're planning too far ahead. So we'll see how it goes. If it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't go well, it doesn't go well. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Dome Link is your Wayne. Welcome to the Computer Show. So you want to hang a wonderful day on this 20th April 2025. Just wanted to do a quick happy Easter to everybody. I know if there's not the Easter for the Roman calendar, I usually would do a hey, what's it mean for you? Easter. The reality is, Easter is really. I would always do like, hey, what does this holiday mean to you? Easter is super simple actually. It was hunting chocolate eggs. I don't remember if I did good. I don't remember if I didn't do good. It was going to my uncle's house because he had more. He was wealthy. It was meeting the bunny, but even the bunny to me felt weird. Santa Claus, I could kind of believe in it, but even at a young age, my father was like, "Yo, Santa Claus is bullshit. The tooth fairy is bullshit, right?" So a giant bunny didn't make a lot of sense. So there was not a lot of magic, but however, it was a cool time. It was a really cool time. Like my mom, she did get super seriously Easter because it's a religious holiday, right? My father's a bit less, but my mom, it's really important for her. So even though for me, you know, I just want to see my parents happy. I just want to see my mom happy. If it means a lot to her, it means a lot to her. I'm gonna embrace that it means a lot to her. For me, does Easter mean a lot? Not really. However, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice because, like I said, I didn't have really a lot of story for Easter. But then I was working with the Romanians. The Romanians are very, very religious, right? Most of them Orthodox, and Easter was such a big thing for them that you know, it's big for a lot of people that are close to me, right? And then it's a system of belief. Do you believe that this is important? Do you believe that that's not important? And then your belief doesn't matter because as long as people are happy, then who cares, right? So that's why instead of doing a long ass video where I tell you, hey, this is what Easter means to me, we're still gonna do a video on what is Easter, what is the story behind Easter. I thought I did it, I didn't do it. But however, I just want to do a quick short to say happy Easter. Know that I love you, that you matter. I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy. Now I'm gonna be worried that see, what the heck? You're being way too warm. You're being way too warm. Wait a little bit, and then I'm gonna put you back. Okay, there we go. Don't blink, if you blink, welcome to the video, come to our show. Visiting Mom, having a wonderful day on this 20th April 25. Happy Easter. Today we'll be talking about this, it's kind of cool. We'll be talking about how the last couple of workouts were very different. So if you guys know, we started last month, we started a weight loss journey, and we've been dealing with some shit. We've been dealing with a situation with the government. So I haven't filmed TikTok live. However, we're still doing some workouts, and I gotta say, without you guys, the workouts are catastrophic. I'm bored. I'm boring. I feel boring. You know, it's a different story. But at the same time, it's nice to see how much the social aspect of it is changing. You know, I always talk about how working out was super important to me when I was in the apartment. The reality was there wasn't a lot of things for me to do. I always talk about how it was important when I was younger. When I was younger, I couldn't play a lot of video games, right? And I still love working out. I still really like working out. And it's funny because last week we did and it is actually funny because last week we did a video on how it changed my mental health for the better. Right now I'm saying that without you guys, it's not as fun. It's actually kind of boring. It's actually kind of arduous. But you know, I think that it means a lot. Like I remember the better time for me to work out was with friends, was at school, after school, right? My apologies. So the social aspect of it is so important. I remember Grayson, I remember Andrew, I remember Provo going in and working out with me, and just a blessing. It's just so cool, and it's just so cool that, you know, you're working out. And it's the even the concept in it, I have to say, it was a bit weird. I was working out and people say, hey, I'm gonna work out with you, and in my mind I'm like, okay, well, seeing somebody work out brings you the motivation to work out. And then I remember in the olden days where people would watch DVDs of workout and follow the workout, right? And then it had like a more social aspect. And the reality is I never really saw working out as a social aspect. I saw working out as an activity. I saw working out as a way to better yourself, right? So there's always this I wouldn't say individual thing, but I wouldn't say social thing either. Far from it, right? It's just, I don't know. It's so special to think about it as a social thing, right? And of course, when you think about social, think about your friends saying, hey, do one more, do heavier, you can do it. Think about moral support. The actual intellectual support is insane. Like, for example, I've been working out the 3 days. And of course, the 3 days that we've been working out, then I'm doing good, right? I'm doing a lot better. But the 3 days that we've been working out, they were hard days because, again, you guys know what happened with the government, you guys know I got fucked over by my last company, right? And still dealing with the repercussion or the fallout of it. Great game. So of course it's problematic, right? It is problematic. But at the very same time, it's actually kind of nice because, you know, it makes me realize how much I need you guys for that, right? And it's what I'm saying kind of nice because we just did a video on how I hated the fact that I had this governmental debt, right? And because we had this debt, I needed it to help, and I didn't like asking for help, right? But then for a workout, right? I'm like, okay, well, I love being with you guys when I work out. But then with the workout, it's actually quite curious, the mentality behind it, the ideology behind it. So we're doing a workout together, right? Where there's a direct cosmo effect. So we're doing a workout together and people are like, yo, I'm gonna work out too, right? So I can see that. It's more so psychological than material, which is crazy to say because you're building up your body and you're basically lifting weight. So it should be material, right? But it's not, it's mental, right? And this is why it's affecting me in the best manner. But I'm telling you guys, so maybe because I was in a bad mood. Today we're in a great mood because yesterday, well, okay, today, my day is almost finished. My day is started at 3 p.m. yesterday. It's 8 o'clock right now, a.m., right? So yes, it's completely different. However, there's the fact that we weren't doing so good, and you know, I saw my parents yesterday. Well, my father, right? and it just felt good. It just felt good to be seeing some people and to be socializing and talking to people. You know, it was just a pleasure. You know, but even then, I was like, dude, I do not want to work out. I don't want to work out. And it's crazy because the fact that you don't want to work out, you initially think that, okay, well, you're not motivated, right? But then you're like, no, we're having good results. I am motivated. And then you realize that it's kind of boring, right? But why is it boring? Why is it more boring than something else? I cannot film the nature corn. What the heck? This is so messed up. I want to film the nature corn, guys. There you go. Put the phone in the freezer. That'd be good for the phone still. So yeah, so it's a blessing. It's a blessing. But then, of course, it's reliant, right? You don't want to. How can I say that? I think a big part of it is that also that last week we gained some weight. So you know, so you're like, okay, well, I need to work out harder. But yesterday I was feeling like I was forcing myself to work out, and I get the feeling. I have the feeling that this is quite normal, right? Quite normal to find working out boring. But I have to say, some of these workouts I did, they were such a blessing because of you guys, right? Because you were there with me, and I just want that. And so you know, it's kind of nuts because the more you want it, the better you're gonna perform, right? And the better you're gonna perform, right? The better you're gonna perform, the better the workout's gonna be, right? The better the workout's gonna be, the better the results. The better the result, the more motivated you are to work out. So it's a constant like cycle, if that makes sense. Now you're kind of hunting. Well, chasing is a good word actually. You're kind of chasing that feeling, and then you wonder, is the feeling of, well, we're doing a good workout, which is started by talking to you guys. Because when I talk to you guys, I don't realize that I'm working out. I don't realize how much we walk or run or shit, right? It's like, okay, well, did we run a lot? Did we not run a lot? Versus right now, I'm like, okay, well, I've been walking for 25 minutes. Okay, I don't want to walk anymore, right? Not because it kind of laziness. Then it's such a fine line in between I'm lacking motivation versus I don't want to do something. You know, I think most of the thing where you have this lack of motivation equates to I don't want to do it, right? But I don't think every single time that you said I don't want to do it is because of lack of motivation, right? So I don't know. I just wanted to say, like, working out, and it's nuts because there's a great point to be made, but there's also a bad point to be made. So the great point to be made was the fact that, okay, well, I wanted to work out with you guys, right? And the idea was to work out with you guys, and it always has been to work out with you guys. But then was a mistake in the sense of, well, if we took the habits of working out without y'all, right? Versus if would that change something? Would I be able to do workouts and be down to do workout? I feel like since the beginning of this video, I've been avoiding the lack of motivation and in denial. There's lack of motivation. There is a lack because we're experiencing a social aspect, right? And now that the social aspect is gone, it's not the same thing, right? Now the fact that it's not the same thing is our fault because if from the get-go we were in a position of saying, hey, we're gonna do this on our own, etc., then it wouldn't be the same thing, right? So by having a good day, so it's the classic sense. We watched a movie last week, which is actually a really good example of that. It's a classic sense of Groundhog Day. We watched what was it with Tom Cruise? No Tomorrow, something like that? Edge of Tomorrow, which was really good. And it's a classical sense of you had a great day, right? You have a great day, so the next day you're gonna be trying to have a great day. Now the next day you didn't have a good day. So one out of the 2 days you had great days. Now comes in the 3rd days. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be reproducing what you did the 1st day and you had a good day, or you're gonna be reproducing what you did the 2nd day because you had a bad day. No, you're gonna try to reproduce what happened the 1st day because you're hunting for that great day, right? So with the workout, you're finding you're aiming for that great feeling. But if that great feeling is only achievable by having others, then and I don't think it matters how you get there. I think it matters the results, right? But I again, today is the day of, well, yesterday actually. Today because it's today, but yesterday because technically speaking it was yesterday, but it's still the same day. We had this realization, like, holy shit, dude, I'm forcing myself. Like on the 1st day, I didn't feel like working out, right? And it was a very, very weird thing. So like I said, the 1st day, I was shocked. I got in the mail a bill for 13,000, right? And of course my reaction is shit. I think it's human to have a reaction like that, right? I think it's completely human. At the same time, right, this reaction being provoked by I wouldn't say traumatic event, but it's How can I say that without sounding like an asshole? The original shock. Okay, you know what? Oh, perfect, actually perfect. More fear than arm. Am I pissed that I owe $30,000? Absolutely. But we're getting used to the idea that we owe that money versus holy shit, what happened? You know, it's completely different. It is completely different. And the sensation of, I was talking about, and it's funny because we were talking about this, I think it was before yesterday, and the 5 stages of grief, so how did I react with the situation? And I was like, okay, well, there's denial, denial, anger, bargaining, lethargy, and acceptance, right? So we went through this. Right now it's more so acceptance. I'm still pissed because, again, it's a stage of grief, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't matter how I react, I have to fix this. Me being pissed is not going to change anything. Me being thinking about it as an injustice is not going to fix anything, right? Not tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm going to go with my fathers to the office and see if I can fix it, but I don't think I can. We're still going to put in the effort to fix it, but I don't think I can. So that being said, when I had my first workout, that was not life. That's why we're going with this. It felt bad, but not to the degree of fuck you, I'll never work out again, right? The second day, I was still pissed. The second day was very different because the second day we were listening to the electoral debate, for the election that's coming up the 28th of April, which is in 8 days. So it was different, right? I'm like, okay, well, that's just entertaining, and I felt very complaining, right? But this complaining, okay, so wow, we're really diving in today. We're really going deep. I feel like this complaining, this dissatisfaction, right, was quite normal. Was quite normal in the sense of, well, I'm not happy about the situation, but I was raised in a household where everybody was complaining about the election, about politics, right? So I used a predetermined or a preconceived notion of that's something you have to complain about. So when you're raised about, for example, right, your father is or your mom is very conservative, right? And you tend to be conservative. If you're okay, let's say your dad is more conservative and your mom is more liberal, right? So you're gonna be tending to be like, okay, well, my father is right or my mom is right, and that's why I'm gonna be voting in this direction, right? Then in both cases, my mom didn't really talk about politics, and my father, my mom didn't talk about politics because it was once again more so a case of my father being a big talker, right? Big talker. So when you live with someone that's extremely opinionated, right? Then you're extremely opinionated and extremely talkative, then not that your opinion don't matter, but you learn that, okay, well, this person is going to talk about their opinion for an hour. I'm going to talk about it for 10 minutes. Does it mean that my perception of politics is less important? No, it's different. Right? It's just different. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's make sure that's worth filming the nature one. So that's that. My mom didn't really talk about politics, and I think it's because I don't talk about it so much. Like, okay, I'm done with this, right? So I was raised by complaining about it, right? So the first day, I'm shocked. I don't know how to react. The first day, we're in the middle of the 5 stages of grief, right? Just told you that. Second day, we're complaining about the politics. Now, yesterday was a very, very special day. It was a very, very, very special day. I had a great night. So we went to my father's house. We had an Easter supper. It was delicious. We had a seafood lasagna, which was really good. We had a beautiful dessert. We had a good conversation. I saw uncle and aunts that I didn't see in decades, literal decades, right? So it was really nice. But at the same time, it's kind of sad. Kind of sad because I didn't have anything to complain about. So your perception of, well, my life is shitty is, or my situation, let's say my situation, because my life is pretty good. My situation is shitty. Gets you placed with, I just had a good night. Why can I not be happy, right? And then you're working out, and then I think you're working out. I don't think I'm unhappy when I'm working out, but it's normal to be chasing a feeling of ecstasy, right? Or a sort of orgasmic situation. For example, when I'm talking to you guys, I'm working out, I'm talking to you guys, right? I'm gonna be talking to you guys for an hour, right? And the funniest thing is, it doesn't seem like a lot, but this is basically one of my only interactions for the day, right? So yes, that hour is super beneficial, right? Or in the complete opposite way, which also works for working out. You're being extremely social, so you get used to being social, right? Because you get used to being social, you crave it, right? Versus you forgot what it is to be social, so you don't crave it, right? Your body's gonna be self-defending. So when you're gonna be isolating yourself, your body or your brain or your psyche will create a system of coping. The system of coping is gonna be like, okay, well, I don't like being alone. I need to be surrounded with people. But since I don't have people around me, I'm gonna perceive this situation as it's gonna be alone, right? Versus, well, I was with someone before yesterday, and I don't have anybody today, and it feels weird, right? Your body didn't have the time to adjust to the lack of social. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, you see, with the training also, the training for a lot of people, myself included, is a very therapeutic thing. So I think that without you guys, it's more so. With you guys, it's more so we're working out together, we're improving ourselves, improving life, we're having fun. Working out alone, it's more so I'm thinking about it, I'm working on it, and again, the mental state is not that great right now because of the issue with the government. But at the same time, you're like, okay, well, you get in there, and I think it's important to be in there when it's not going well, right? Because I was talking about, oh, you know what? I don't want to ask people for help. I don't want to ask people for help. And yesterday, I was in a position where I was able to be, because I did my talk, I was in a good mood because of the supper in the evening. And I was like, okay, well, you know what? We're gonna have a great workout. But then I couldn't do it, and I felt I was forcing myself to do it, right? And also speaking, forcing myself to do it is actually quite nice, because when you force yourself to do something, you're gonna go to work, right? And you're gonna have this job that you never want to do, right? And your boss is like, yo, I need you to do this. if you're used to do things that you don't want to do, it's not as hard as if you're not used to it, right? Because it's part of life. It's part of life. If you understand that it's part of life to be doing something that you don't want to do because you need to do it, versus, well, I'm forcing myself to do it when I force myself to do it, right? And then again, it's the same thing for the workout. I'm perceiving this as a social aspect versus I'm perceiving this as a therapeutic aspect, right? That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it, right? And ultimately speaking, since yesterday, the supper elevated so many problems, which was again the social aspect of it. I don't know if you guys understand, but the last couple of days we didn't go live. We didn't post the videos, right? We filmed videos, but we didn't post. We didn't have that many social interaction, right? And I did a video where I was talking about, I had to talk with my mom. It was so hard. It wasn't that hard. It was just my only discussion of that day, right? And because it's only my only discussion of that day, of course it feels rough. Of course, because you're like, well, okay, that's tough. That's really tough, right? That is really tough. Because if my only conversation of the day, it went horribly, right? So yeah, and then, am I afraid of it? Oh, I'm kind of afraid of it because realizing that I have this need for social aspect, it's not a great thing. It's not a great thing because you're taking that independence and you're throwing it out of the window. Like, well, I'm pretty independent, however, I need people, right? That's not independent. You're being dependent on other people because you're depending on conversation and social aspect of conversation, right? Which is quite normal too. But then again, there's a balance to everything, right? I spent years of my life alone, and I can honestly say that this was not a good thing because it didn't allow me to be social when I need it. You know, I was talking about how I was looking for a relationship, right? Well, I'm at 22 and my experience in relationship isn't that great, right? So ultimately speaking, this is a perfect example of needing someone and not needing someone. For example, right? You have this person, say that my best friend. My apologies. My best friend. She had this traumatic event because she was so desperate to find love that she allowed these assholes to come into her life and ruin her life, right? Versus me, who was like, okay, well, you know what? I don't need people, right? But then Celine has way more experience, has a way better understanding of what is a relationship versus what is not a relationship than me, right? Then even though those experiences were traumatic in itself, they're still experience, right? And you kind of like lived in a bunker. You lived, you know, this expression of, for example, there's this famous singer, and like, hey, who's this singer? Who's Taylor Swift, right? Like, you don't know Taylor Swift, you've been living under a rock, and it's the exact same thing, right? So with the lack of social interaction, I'm realizing much further in life that there's actually consequences to it, right? So it's okay to be dependent on people. The idea of being dependent on people is scarier than the actual action, right? Once again, more fear than harm. There's more fear than harm's done, right? But you don't want to be dependent on other people. But then, at the same time, maybe that's what society is. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the simple fact that we live in society equates to us working together. You look at animals, right? You look at animals, and again, I'm going to be saying, you're going to be looking at animals, you're going to be telling me we're not animals, we're fucking humans. Yes, but we're mammals, right? So you look at wolves, you look at dogs, you look at freaking chickens, you look at cows, right? You look at, I don't know about pigs, you look at ants, especially ants. They're all working together. They're all working together. Now, why am I specifying those creatures? Well, because so for example, the pig, the cow, the chicken. If you're a farmer, you live with them, right? So their behaviors can affect your behavior because even though they're animals, there's still social aspect, right? So, and I know this is hard to understand, but at the same time, it isn't. So you have this dog, right? And this dog is such a good dog and super affectionate, right? And you'll be happy because this dog is so affectionate with you, so you feel the love of the dog. So the direct impact of living with the dog, even though the dog doesn't talk, is akin to a social experiment or a social interaction, even though it's a dog, because there's reaction, there's action and reaction, right? So you do have this exchange of emotion, and that makes you more human if you want. It is a dog, but for example, with a farmer, you would live with those, right? Now, I did mention wolf. Wolf are the same family as dog, right? So kind of similar. And ants in this way. Well, ants and bee, right? Ants and bee because ants really. So I think personally, and again, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm super wrong. I'm possibly extremely wrong. In my mind, ants are possibly the insect or the animal or the living being with this. Except for humans, they're kind of the next one, and called colonies, right? So, for example, you're gonna have colonies of 1,000 ants. And yes, you have dogs, and you have wolves, and you have animals that are actually in groups, right? And a wolf pack, or you heard a wolf pack, right? But I don't think it's possible to have 8,000 animals together, and ants do it. Bee, there's the classical beehive mind, right? Which is the exact same concept, right? And you look at those animals, and for them, there's not a question of is that normal or not, right? And of course, they don't have the same understanding or the same psyche as we do. But they are victim of nature. And then the question that you ask, because they don't have the same psyche as you, is the classical question of nature versus nurture, right? By nature, they're social. By nurture, we become social. And what if nurture and nature was one and the same, right? What if the perceived notion of nurturing was just simply how you're supposed to be? So here's the theory, right? Again, maybe I'm crazy, but here's the theory. So if something is natural or normal, right, everyone's gonna do it, right? Because we're gonna do it. So the first generation, and we're seeing this a lot with dictatorship. All you need to do, and again, I'm gonna get in so much trouble for saying that, I don't care. All you need to do is control one generation. Right? So if you control one generation, they'll teach the next generation to act, and then the third generation will not even know that there was a dictatorship. They'll act that way because their parents was that way, and their parents were that way because their grandparents were that way, and their grandparents were that way because they've been told to be that way, right? To become the new normal, right? But then at the same time, That's what happened, right? So as human being, we evolve, right? But what if nature? What if nature made us social? What if nature made us act in a certain way? What if nature were saying that? Again, you have in dogs, right? And I like to use dog because it's man's best friend, right? In dogs, you have extremely aggressive dog, extremely dominant dogs, right? And then you have more passive dogs, right? And that's the same thing with humans. The more aggressive, or people that get angrier faster, the more dominant species, are the people that have leadership quality to them, right? And it is close to nature. So if nature is part of that system, then the nurture is a perceived notion of nature. I think I'm going to teach my kid to do that because I think it's the right thing to do. But I think it's the right thing to do because I'm seeing other people do it, right? For example, I'm being told I swear a lot, right? So, oh, for fuck's sakes. Again, it's too hot. It's too hot. Well, I have to find a way because it's too hot. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do. I think maybe if I put a cover, it's gonna help. I'm not sure. 'Cause I used to be able to do it. I don't understand. It's a problem. It is a big problem because if I'm not able to film nature corn, and it's no bueno. It is no bueno. This phone is a bit cooler. So I could use this phone, but this phone the camera is shit. I don't know what to do it. And there's a ton of footage of you seeing play the tower and filming outside. So that's what's going on. Anyway, that's not important. So with the, I've been told that I swear a lot, right? So swearing is a way to express yourself, right? And then people say you swear a lot. So do I swear a lot? If I do swear a lot, it's just a way of communicating, right? And then you're deciding, okay, well, this word can be said, and this word can't be said, and this word is okay, and this word is not okay. Who got to decide? Who got to dictate this, right? Now, I'm gonna ask you a serious question. Who decided what was a swear or not? You don't know. I don't know. It's normal, right? But then there was somebody that came in and said, you know what? That word is not good. That word was not good, right? And it's just a question of, am I understanding those words are okay, and you're understanding those words are not okay, right? So society or societal talking, those words should not be used, and because society dictates so, when you hear them, it's gonna be horrible. But if those words were normalized, right, nobody would give a shit, right? Not am I saying that you should normalize those words. No, I'm just saying how it's some beautiful birds. I'm gonna show you. You're gorgeous. You know that? I feel like my phone would be better. Give me a sec, we're gonna take a picture of this. Take a picture of the bird. The bird. The bird is the word. Look at this out of the way. No. What did I do? Hey, no fucking. Beautiful. Good. And that's pretty much it. There you go. People going nowhere. Life is what happened while you were busy making your excuses. Another day. Okay. gotta try. Are you gonna let me down this time, guy? Okay, let's go. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the Commentary Show. I thought it was gonna be, you weren't supposed to see me playing my hair. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the Commentary Show, because everyone this 20th April 2025, or as they say in good French, joyous pop, happy Easter. To all my lovely people over here, and over there also. Up here, I don't know how many people are seeing this video up here, and down here for sure. Today we're doing a special video. We're doing a video which is my reaction to Content Cop, the one that was on H3. Now, it's a very specific video. It's a very, very, very hard video to do. Because usually you would see me react to the video in itself. However, I chose to do like a sort of recap, but you know, a sort of recap and a afterthought, if you will. Afterthought is possibly a super good word. The reason as to why we're doing this so differently is because I don't know iDubbbz. I don't know Ian. I never watched Content Cop because when it was really popular, I didn't have Wi-Fi, and because I didn't have Wi-Fi, the very small amount of time that I had Wi-Fi, I was watching AGP, or my favorite show, right? So Content Cop wasn't part of it. And then I got really into iDubbbz when I saw the documentary with Sam Hyde, because again, it was just crazy. It was just crazy. I was listening to a lot of Papagas at that time, so he put me on the map of Sam Hyde. I don't know who he was. So I was listening to Sam Hyde, and I'm gonna say I do like Sam Hyde. A lot of people get mad at that, but I do like Sam Hyde. A free spirit, someone that talks what he wants, somebody that's opinionated, somebody that makes fucked up jokes, somebody that's probably not a great person to be around with, but he is himself. I'm gonna applaud that, right? Besides fish tanks is off the hook. And then he made fun of Ian, and then. That was my first interaction with Ian, my first perception, my first impression of Ian. And it was extremely petty from him because, oh, well, you wronged me in the past, and now I will wrong you now. But you didn't really wrong me because Sam Hyde made fun of you, you know? Now, Sam Hyde didn't make, that's the difference. I feel like in this one, Ian came after Sam Hyde for a personal reason, and Sam Hyde was just trying to give a show. So it's different, right? The intention behind it were pure versus revenge, vendetta. And I know with a name like Ink Vendetta, you'd expect me to be like, yes, vendetta, but no. So yeah, my first impression of Ian didn't make me want to watch a Content Cop. Again, nothing against Ian, but still. Then I'm a fanatic of, fanatic is a big word. I'm super into the Snorlax with DSP. It's my favorite lolcow. It's my favorite. I wouldn't say content creator, but it's my favorite universe for sure. Because I do like DSP, but I do like the detractors of DSP. Where am I going with this? Well, they introduced me to Kino Casino, and Kino Casino were reviewing iDubbbz, and I was like, holy shit, I don't know much about him. Let's watch a review. And they were picking up and his girlfriend Anissa, and the thing they were doing, and it wasn't cool. So I'm like, I'm not sure if I like this guy. And then we had the Ian and Ethan saga. Now this is actually quite special. This is quite special because in my opinion, I would not watch that. Not because I don't think it's great, not because I don't think it is, but the reality is I got some really bad news a couple of days ago. We were kind of depressed. We made less content, which filmed less, which equate to us consuming more content, which means we filmed more, right? Makes sense? I hope so. So yeah, so by doing that, I was like, hey, you know what? That's actually pretty cool. Let's watch this. This is going viral right now. Let's watch it. And it felt really, really, really weird because I'm not a big fan of H3. So I listened to H3 a little bit over the years. Then I got really into H3 with the Frenemy. There's a bunch of Frenemy moments that I really, there's a bunch of H3 moments that I really like their interview with Big Ed. I love that. There's a lot of moments that they did that I really enjoy, but I never found myself craving for more. So for example, you're gonna have show that every time that they release an episode, you're gonna watch it, right? I don't find myself H3. If I'm watching it, I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be fun. If I'm not watching it, I'm not watching it. So for example, we watch a lot of Frenemies because it's so good. We didn't watch more than one episode of Leftover because again, it was different, right? So that being said, I'm not super partial over here, but I do like H3 a little bit more, right? Oh, I forgot that we have to upload a lot of videos. Oopsies. So I come in, and this is a problem. I don't know if my first perception of Ian influenced me to think what I was thinking, right? Or I have to check out that out because I have to make sure that this is not Deadpool. If it is Deadpool, we're fucked. Okay, so checks. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Good. Perfect. We're moving on. So a lot of it, I wouldn't say I go as far as saying half of it, but a lot of it felt like it was personal. It felt like it was Ian against Ethan, and in my understanding, but again, I don't have I do have a very general understanding of Content Cop. It's going after people for the content, right? Not the person itself. So with Ethan, it felt a little bit more. It felt a little bit more personal, right? Now, again, I don't have a blueprint of what Content Cop was, so I don't know. I know people liked it a lot, and I watch it and I'm like, dude. Do I think that Ethan's the perfect person? No. I think that he has a lot of flaw, absolutely. But you kind of are going after him, right? And the problem I have with that is that I didn't see, or I didn't hear, maybe I'm dumb, maybe I missed out on a lot of things, I don't know. But I didn't really see a lot of beef between those two. So it felt a bit, it felt a little bit free, you know? It felt a little bit like, hey, this is personal business. And ultimately speaking, You did it. I think the perception behind it is the problem that I have with the content cop. I think that's a big problem that I have. I don't care if you have beef with someone, and we know that we love the beef, right? We love the beef, which is Wendy. Where's the beef, right? And to me, it's actually super nice. It's super nice because I love things like TikTok. So it's basically a modern day gladiator, right? But the thing that I thought was on TikTok, it's mutual. You're saying this, you're saying that, you're saying this, you're saying that. It felt like a sneak attack, and they say like there's the word sneak, and I don't think sneak is a positive thing to say, right? So it really felt like, you know what? I'm gonna put in so hard. And what I didn't like about that, and again, we're all working in a spirit of fairness. So you catch that. We're all working in a spirit of fairness. This guy I just had time to do a hit piece on someone, and then you have Ethan who was supposed to answer. And of course you're not gonna have the best answer, right? And I just felt like it was see. And after a while, I am gonna say though, I am gonna say that he was against the content, right? And I did like that. So for example, the button, the gummy mode. Holy shit, guys! Oh, you missed it. The bird was so close to us, so close. Some of the things that he said, I agree with. You know, for content, but attacking the person by himself, I didn't really feel like it. However, my issue with Ethan, it's complex because I love Hila. I want to say Hela. I love Hila. I think she stood with her man for so long, and I think that's a pretty good thing. You're gonna see a lot of those couples that are internet couples are not gonna last. They've been lasting through controversy, right? Which is, I believe, is a huge props. It did feel a little bit like the reaction of Ethan was Hila, but then again, you would have wanted a kind of one-on-one Ethan versus Ian, but you got Hila, and then at first like, oh fuck, it doesn't seem fair. But then you're in a position where you're like, well, Ian did do a sneak attack, right? And if he's attacking H3, then it's as much Ethan as it is Hila. Yes, you're seeing Ethan on the camera, but behind the scene, you know that Hila's in charge, right? You know that she's in charge, so she's basically the boss, right? She's behind the scene, everything. Not everybody is talented in front of the screen, and not everybody is talented and behind the scene. So they do a good team with that. So H3 representing both of them, it is only normal that she's as involved as she was, right? So my reaction is not great. Could have been better. Could have been worse. But yeah. So anyway, we're gonna end it here. But I love you that you matter. I'll see you guys very soon. Take it easy. Peace. Okay. Don't leave, Casey Blank. Welcome to the Computer Show. We're also having a wonderful day on this 20th April 25th. Happy Easter. I'm gonna be making a couple of videos because I feel like it. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you the sunset. The sunset's actually quite nice tonight. I'm feeling a lot better, which is a blessing. Feeling really good. So yeah, let's just switch up. I want you guys to notice there's like a demarcation of color in the sky, but it's not necessarily a cloud. So it's like a very thin cloud that is just thin enough, just thick enough to be seen, but not thick enough to have a form. It is gorgeous. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the Computer Show. Today we're also having a wonderful day on this 20th, February 20th of April 2025. Happy Easter to every people out there, out here, anywhere you want, anywhere you want to be. Like, this is the worst intro, this is the first video of the day. So of course it'll be the worst video. So today we're tasting a product, we're tasting No Name garlic sausage. So this, crazily enough, I bought a while ago. We bought it so long ago that you can see that it's it expired, and I'm gonna show you the expiration date. 2022, but it was in the freezer, so it should be more than fine. The reason why we didn't eat it is because, again, we eat junk food after junk food after junk food after junk food after junk food, so we're not really paying attention to the food that we have, which is definitely a problem. However, what I do remember with this one is we had the only, all of this was $10. When I first came to the apartment, these were a large part of the what I was eating. It was a large part of the diet, or diet is a good word actually, because it was so cheap. It was so freaking cheap, and I didn't have the cash, but you know, you still want to eat meat. And it's weird to say because you're like, okay, well, I don't have that much money, so what am I supposed to buy, right? And you're like, okay, well, one of the first things you want to buy is meat. And I don't know why. I wish I was more of a fish guy, because if you went to Dollarama and you're broke, Dollarama does sell a lot of fish. So sardines, mussel. I know they're not fish, but they're a sea creature, right? So that would have been a better option. However, we had the sausage. So the first thing is the smell, right? Of course, you're not gonna get prime meat. That's actually pretty good. I was hoping, I was imagining more so of a smell of garlic, because garlic is quite potent. You don't really smell it. Oh yeah. That's a bad boy. This is a bad boy. This is a bad boy. And it's so freaking good. Processed meat. I want you to imagine a hot dog, or even spam. Spam is also a really good qualitative for it. Right? A nice little taste of meat. A bit of garlic. You want it to be more garlic. When it's not too free to eat it. When they just ate garlic sausage. Really, really good. This is delicious. I love it. An ounce of taste. Wow. Ugh. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the Cup Show. Continuing up to having a wonderful day on this 20th April 2025. Happy Easter. Today we're doing the final day of the mental health. There's possibly going to be some more in the future, but as you guys know, last week we had some really bad news. Took a little break. When I take breaks, I'm going to do a double video. We're going to do, no, shit. Okay. Feeling a lot better starting tomorrow is going to be the title. Feeling better starting tomorrow is the title. So yeah, so, I often, well, not often, well, kind of often take breaks, right? And because we took a break, it was, how can I say this? It's starting really well, right? Because we just had, okay, the truth, we just had an amazing sausage, a no-name garlic sausage, and it is to die for. So, of course, it's delicious. There you go. I'm gonna focus, let's get some more snacks. It's just because the brain is screaming hungry. The brain is screaming hungry, so the whole brain is focusing on the fact that you're hungry, so have a festival. So, whenever we take a break, I like to have a mental health update every single couple of days. Just because I think it's important, you know. Ultimately speaking, it's important to talk about how you feel, how you're feeling. You talk to a shrink, and you pay so much money, but if you talk to yourself, you do the same thing, you know. Pizza Fisala. Almost next. So, today is the fourth day of this break. Once again, last time I'm going to talk about it, but I got a bill from the government, and that bill was of the amount of $13,000. I got fucked over by a company badly, where they make it seem like I quit the job versus it closed, which is not true because it did close. That's bullshit. That's complete bullshit. So I'm gonna try to have as much as possible a positive mindset about it. And the last couple of days was hard. On the first day we talked about we were shocked. The second day we talked about the stage of grief. The third day I wasn't feeling well. Now we're feeling a lot better. And I'm glad because we're coming back tomorrow. I would be coming back today. If I'm being completely honest, I would be ready to come back today. But it's Easter. It's Easter. So I want people to enjoy their family, right? I want people to enjoy their family, and I don't know. We'll make another video about it. But shortly spoken, you have holidays like Christmas, like Valentine's, like, you know, and those holidays they're meant to be celebrated with a loved one, and that's amazing. But at the same time, like, not really, because yes, I want to celebrate with my loved one, but in the same case, I don't, because I have this shoulder watch. I have this shoulder watch, right? And I don't know. I was born in an era where our show had like a Easter effect to it. So it was, hey, the Easter special. So you constantly had this mentality of it's Easter. You constantly had this mentality of let's celebrate Easter. And then you have a family home or a family life, and you had this Easter, right? So I feel like we're kind of losing that, and that's why I didn't want to come back today, because I want to force people to enjoy time with their family or loved one. Right? Don't watch me online. Watch people in real life, right? Have a parasocial relationship with somebody other than yourself, right? Which is admittedly weird, but who gives a shit? So continuing with the mental health, we're doing a lot better. I had a text from my mom this morning. Like I told you guys, we had not a really big, but kind of like a big argument. And I was like, some things were said that should not be said. Something, but you know, she apologized, right? And I don't think I said things that are. I'm also guilty because yes, my mom was the one that said some messed up stuff. But at the same time, my mom only acted out of she only acted out of the sadness, right? Of stress. And as a son, I should have been there to say, you know what, I don't agree with what you're saying. You know what you're saying is hurtful, but I'm your son, and even though I don't appreciate how you talk to me, I'm still gonna make the effort to make sure that you're okay, right? I did a video about it where we're talking about assholes and being an asshole, which is basically we had somebody blocked us today, which is the person that always sent us videos and then promoted, and she didn't stop. She was sending me one every single day, so she blocked me. And how do I feel with the fact that she blocked me? Because I knew the person in question, right, had a problem with mental health. So as a good friend, I should have been like, hey, you know, I have to take care of you. The reality is I don't know this person. I don't really know the person. Because I don't really know them, it's hard for me to be like, hey, let me be there for you, because I don't know what you need. I don't know how you reacted. I don't know your story. I don't know what creates this, you know. So it's harder. And with my mom, I had some part of guilt in that. Being you see, it's a weird thing because I did talk about how I felt like I was not necessarily the voice of reason, but definitely the voice of balance. Like my mom was worried, me calming her. My father was constantly, hey, I'm gonna fix it, I'm gonna fix it. Me having to say, we're gonna calm down, let's think about it, right? Mom stress, father urgency. I'm in the middle and we're trying to take care of everybody, right? And of course, the mentality of trying to take care of everybody is a great thing. But if you have this mentality of helping everybody, but you're not really helping anybody because your perception of, well, I'll try to help, that's enough. Is it enough, right? That's a real question. Did you try to help? Was it enough? In most cases, yes, because the attention counts, right? Then we have a very traumatic situation, right? And for example, right, you have a fire, right? And I'm not saying go into the fire and injure yourself, but you know the fire is pretty tame, right? There's only one piece. Only one side of the house is on fire. There's only one room in the house that's on fire. Everybody's out, and there's a woman screaming, "My baby's in there! My baby's in there! My baby's in there!" And the first thing that you should do is call the firefighter, right? But if you can do something for the baby, right? So the general idea is I want to help the baby, right? I have this idea of I'm trying to help, right? And you call me the parents, you're calling them, and like, hey, the firefighter's gonna come, right? You're gonna be okay. That's a great thing to do, right? That's the most helpful thing you can do. Or you can ask yourself, well, I'm seeing the house, I'm saying that maybe I can do it, you know, and then you take a risk, right? But then you truly help versus, well, you were there, you were helpful, but did it really matter, right? And this is something that happened to me a lot in life, you know. I was at work, right? And because I didn't have any leadership quality to me, I was more so a follower, which was years ago. This was 2020, this was 2012, 2013, when we started working, right? The general idea was, hey, do you need some help? I'm trying to help you. And people were saying, we don't need your help, we need you to work. And in my head, I was like, fuck you. I'm trying to help, I'm trying to be a good guy, you know? They were right. Helping was great, but working was better, right? And there's only so much you can do being great. You know, sometimes I know perfection is it's unachievable, right? And I'm not saying be perfect, but just understanding, this is gonna be a long conversation, right? Just understanding, you see, this is mental health, right? So, a quick side note, the better your mental health is, the better we focus, right? So there's gonna be another video to do. I'm gonna take notes, give me a second. Because right now, we're coming up with IDs, right? Perfect, right? Mental health. And I forgot the last one. Asshole. Of course, the concept of perfection is flawed. There's nobody that's imperfect, right? But the second that you're using this as an excuse and say, hey, I got shit. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing just fine. Lies, I'm dying inside. Hey, how you doing? Such a good song. The simple fact that you're saying, hey, I'll never be able to achieve perception. So because you believe that you're never going to be able to achieve perception, then your whole stand-up of perfection isn't proper. There's a concept that is unachievable, and because it's unachievable, you're not going to try. But there's some people that are going to try to be perfect, and even though they're failing, they still tried, right? So this is what we're trying to talk about. Also, you can tell my mental health is better, but not perfect. I think that my ideas are quite confused today because of mental health, but I think it's because we didn't have a great workout in a while. So that definitely doesn't help. Going back to the sheets. So with the you know, with my parents, I could have done better. I could have done more, right? And yes, I did try to help, but did I really try my best? Or I just tried enough to be able to say, I tried to help, right? And then in this perception, I also gave up when I saw my mom was super stressed. I was like, okay, well, let's just talk. Let her talk and let her, like, you know, let her calm herself down, or I don't want to say let her punch the punching bag, but let her, like, exteriorize this anger, right? And with my father was like, hey, we need to fix this, and I'm gonna give up, and I was like, fuck. And in both cases, I complained about them. I complained about my father giving up, and I complained about my mom, being too angry. But then in the case of my dad, and of course inside 2020, right? So inside being 2020, it's easier to come up with a solution. But when my dad actually been like, hey, we can try this, instead of saying, why are you fucking giving up? Let's bring out some solution, possibility, where we don't have to give up, we're getting a positive result, right? So for example, somebody that says, hey, I'm tired, let's go home. You're saying, you got so little to do, right? It's only saying something, but it helps, which is motivation. My mom, instead of letting her vent, is actually a pretty good word. Instead of letting her vent, trying to understand where she's coming from, and understand how she's feeling, you know? It's one thing to let her vent, it's another thing to say, okay, well, I understand how you feel, right? And this is how, not necessarily my reaction, but this is what I think we should do. And ultimately speaking, it's important because you are, once again, the person that's supposed to take care of your parents. I'm seeing this with aging. With aging, I'm seeing my parents being more vulnerable, right? And the reality is they've always been vulnerable. It's just that right now I'm more aware of it because I'm more mature, but because they're weaker. You can see their body decaying. And I know this is horrible to say, but you see my mom being more fatigued. You see my father having a harder time lifting things that he used to be able to lift, you know? You're gonna have a sheet of Jeep rock. You're gonna have problem lifting it, but he used to be able to lift it, right? So you're like, okay, well, you're getting older, right? I knew that come sooner than later. So then, with the mental health, and I was talking about somebody that blocked me, right? And I was like, okay, well, I didn't really care that the person blocked me because we're not really close, and this person was being, how can I say that nicely? They were self-promoting. I was like, fuck, stop. And it's crazy because they blocked me but I was thinking about blocking them. Like I told them please stop. Right? My first thought was like, yo, I told you it's free time already. Next time I'm gonna block you. Right? I said please stop. And then her answer was, hey, I don't like how you treat me. I'm just trying to be in the For You page, and you're not helping out. So and she just blocked me. Well, if you need my help for being in the For You page, maybe the video in itself is not good enough. You know, I never was in the For You page. Well, that's not true. I'm in the For You page quite often. That's because I post so much. I post like a madman, you know. But if I wasn't in the For You page, my first thought wouldn't be like, hey, I need to be in there, or I need people to be in there. It would be like, okay, well, how can I be in there, right? And I think this is the same thing I was talking about with my parents, right? For example, my father giving up. How can I tell him not to give up? How can I motivate him not to give up, right? My mom, how can I calm her down without it being too toxic? How do I calm her down without the situation escalating? You know, that's quite important. That is super, super important because you're in a position of I can fix things versus I can't fix it. And if you can fix things, you should try to fix things, right? Super simple. So then, with the mental health, today we had a talk by me and my mom. She apologized for how she talked to me, and you know, it's so fucking nice because I don't hold grudges. I know the name of the channel is Invendetta, but I don't hold grudges. Grudges. I don't hold grudges, you know. I don't know. I just feel good about it. I just feel good about it in general, right? The situation is not perfect, but I had the two parents, and now they're calmer, right? And I was talking last week about, I have to help out people. I have to help out my coworker, right? My coworker, and again, I'm gonna sound like such a weak human being, such a loser, but they're not trying to help me, right? We're talking all of us together in a group chat. They're not trying to help me. How many steps are they doing for themselves, right? Like, and does it makes it okay for me to think about myself? No. But I already have this mentality of I'm gonna be able to help everybody. I'm gonna be able to help a couple guy, not everybody, right? And it makes it easier on me to not feel guilty when people do the same thing, right? And again, is this the right mentality? No. Is it the right thing to do? Absolutely not. You should always try to help your neighbor. Always. It's what being a human is about, right? Helping each other, being social. We talked about that before, right? But then you realize that my parents were also extremely important, and I love the guys at work, but my parents are a little bit more important, right? Priorities. And today we were able to make sure that the two of them were good. Now, technically speaking, we did cheat a little bit because we used Easter as a way to mend the wounds. So like, hey, I know the situation is not going well. I just wanted to wish you a happy Easter, you know. And that opened up the bridges for communication. And by opening up the bridge for communication, then we have a common understanding, right? So simple. Using the timing is important. If it wasn't for Easter, I don't know. But it was for Easter, so it's all good in the hood. Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty good place to not necessarily to stay at, because we still have the bills to pay, right? It's a good place to be at because both my parents, which are the main actor in the scenario, and of course there's me, but I'm it's fucked up. So again, because we took a break from TikTok, because we took a break from being live and break from being social, right? I've been watching a lot more movies, right? And this is my story. This is my life. And in my life, there's time where I feel like I feel like the main character. There's sometimes like I feel like the main protagonist. And there's time where I feel like the narrator. There's time where I'm very active in my life, and there's time where I'm taking a step back and I have to allow people surrounding me to talk and express how they're feeling and XYZ, you know. That's pretty much it. So I'm not in the best position, but I'm doing much better. The two people that were the main actor are doing way better. The situation is still to solve, but it's looking good. It's odd because it's such a big deal. It's such a big problem that you want to focus on it, but the healthiest thing to do is moving on, right? And maybe that's what my father's meant by giving up. Let's pay the bills and move on, right? And I was like, no, fuck the bills. Maybe he was right. Maybe without, I'm still gonna contest it. I'm still gonna say, hey, listen, I wasn't in the wrong here, right? Maybe, just maybe, you know, the mentality wasn't to give up. The mentality was, let's try to do what we can right now and then move on because there's more life than that, right? And that's pretty much it. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it ends. Purposefully speaking, we're always going to try to see things in positive fashion. The break didn't really felt well, but the break in itself was weird because, you know, it was the first day I was in shock. The second day I was kind of better, right? Because we were in the 5 stages of grief, and we were in bargaining, right? We're in a state of bargaining, which is kind of positive because you're trying to fix the situation in ways that you can, right? You're bargaining with a problem to feel like you're able, or you try to not being able, you try to fix the situation in itself. That's what I'm trying to do, right? Now we're in the acceptance. I feel like that's it. We're in the acceptance of we have a bill to pay. How much damage can we avoid doing? So, for example, and even my father, and it's such an insight, of course, inside the 2020. And when you're done with the situation, of course, you understand it better. But it was such a crazy thing to think about, non-purposefully, but still, it was a crazy thing to think about because my father, when I saw him the next day, he was like, what are you trying to do when you call me and your mom, right? And I saw it as, were you trying to beg, or were you trying to convince us to help you out, right? And that's how I saw it. But the reality was, why did you bring me and your mom in this as in we're now victims of your action? Now, of course, my father is extremely weird because on one way he says, well, you should have taken care of it, and on the other, and in the same sentence, he's gonna say, hey, you should have taken care of it, but in the same sentence, he's gonna say, they fucked you over, you know? So it's nonsense. But I think my father comes from a place where he wants the system to be working, right? And I think that's important. I think that's really important. But ultimately, the system isn't perfect. And if the system is flawed, then it will be flawed. It's okay to have issue with a system that's flawed, because once again, you're not master of, okay, well, I can fix it, right? You're not. This is so purposeful. This is so meaningful as a conversation. We just talked about how we were trying to do something versus we were able to do something, right? I'm trying to fix the system, I'm not able to, right? So at least I'm trying to fix the system. But then it's, once again, it's bargaining, acceptance, it's liturgy, it's anger, it's denial, which is the 5 stages of grief. But acceptance is like, okay, well, this is how the system is. I can't change it, so what am I supposed to do, right? And the answer is jack shit. The answer is, and always has been, jack shit. And then me and my father understood that from the get-go. Maybe understood from the get-go that it was jack shit. You see, and the craziest thing with my mom is, we have a situation, right? We have a situation. And with my mom, I never even asked her, do you think I'm guilty, right? Yeah, I never asked her. Once again, it doesn't matter if you're guilty or not. If people think that you're guilty, you know. Yesterday I went to my father's house for Easter, and it was nice to see the uncle in the hunt. But there were some instances where I haven't seen those people in years, and I could tell that one of them was kind of mad about it because he treated me coldly. But then again, we were never close to begin with, so I didn't really care. But then it's not about we're never really close, and I don't really care. It's, do I deserve the treatment? Do you think personally I'm to blame? Do you think I did something wrong, right? And that's pretty much it. Which is, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because the simple concept of innocent till proven guilty is flawed, right? Because it's not innocent till proven guilty. Some people will think that you're innocent. Some people will think that you're guilty, right? I don't know. It's quite complex. The innocent till proven guilty. Some of them, for example, right? There's this father who was drunk and he had he accidentally drank too much and he did some DUI, which is driving under the influence, right? And sadly there was an accident and there was some injured people, right? Right? He's innocent until proven guilty, right? So that means he's gonna have to go to a court of law where he's gonna be judged guilty or not guilty. But then you got the media who are saying, hey, this guy got drunk and hey, there's a lot of injured, right? So the perception of public is guilty because that's why we're told he is guilty, right? He did drink and he did drive. Now technically speaking, the guy is guilty, but it's presumed this presumption of innocent until proven guilty. It's always gonna be flawed because the system will judge you before the people will judge you before the system judge you, right? And in most cases, we just want to see a bloodbath. We just want to see people get put in prison. We want the world to be a safer place. So that means putting people in prison to avoid them contaminating or being dangerous and a danger or a risk, right? But then some of those people are innocent. And we don't really care because we know that we're innocent. Because we know that we're innocent, I don't care if this criminal did it or not. I want a place to be safe. So if he needs to be put in prison, he needs to be put in prison. That's quite sad. That's quite sad. Anyway, long enough video. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, let's go. Let's get some water. Let's get this party in, huh? Let's get this party in here. Let's get this party in, huh? Let's get this party in here. Everybody, let's getting stupid. Let's getting stupid. Come on. Let's get this party in, huh? Let's get this party in here. Let's get this party in, huh? Let's get this party in here. fuck. Yeah. Oi, oi, oi. You gotta take your what? No. No. No, just a seat. No. Probably. Thank you. Okay, let's go. And delete this. Delete this. And delete this. Sheesh. Don't think it's waiting. Welcome to the Dr. Show. This is doing also having a wonderful day on this 20th April 2025. Today we're going to do a short video, a very short video to be honest. It's going to be my opinion on the party, on the debate that happened last week for 4 different parties. So we're going to be talking about Poilievre, we're going to be talking about Jagmeet Singh, we're going to be talking about Eric Blanchette, we're going to be talking about McCartney. I'm going to be doing this really fast. Before we even start, I have to specify, I'm not going to vote, right? Are you saying that you should vote? Absolutely. Absolutely, you should vote, right? But there's not really one of them. Okay, my opinion, you should vote, absolutely. But in my opinion, none of them really got me in a sense of, oh my god, I need to vote for you, right? And ultimately, that's a personal choice. Now, I've voted in the past, and I'll vote in the future for sure. But it has to catch my attention, right? One of the party members has to catch my attention. Got a pimple. Let's pop it. Wait, guys, you guys want to see a pimple pop? Try here. There you go. Awesome. I'm not saying that you should pop a pimple. That's a really bad idea. So we came in, and I actually wanted to vote this year because again, you know, I'm 32 years old, and if I'm going to start voting, or I'm going to continue, so we vote at 18, and we vote at 21, and then we vote at 24. Then I didn't vote since then, so I missed 2 elections. So I want to get back into this scheme of things. So if I'm going to start voting once again, I want to be a bit more educated. Now, ultimately speaking, with the different party, and again, this is politics. I want to do it short, but we never talk politics on the channel, so let's really dive in on the politic aspect of it, right? Why not? Why not coconut? Why not coconut? There you go. There you go. You got my third phone. I have 2 phones and 1 tablet. They're all playing the same game. So with the advent of social media, of course, this is a huge plus. I think social media speaking, I think Jagmeet Singh is the one that's, because I don't know, the way he does it, socially speaking, to me, he does it well. He does it well because, again, he's a social person. He's a I don't think the word communism is good. It's on the left, right? So on the left, it's more so focused on the people. I did see the debate, and I was working out. That was 2 days ago. I was supposed to do this video yesterday, but I forgot. So the debate was nice. I mean, did it go too far? Did the Trump thing? Yes. They talk about Trump for at least 40 minutes out of the 2 hours. I don't know if you're good at math. The 2 hours is 120 minutes. That's 33% of the time talking about Trump's, right? There are some places. I was talking about Jagmeet Singh, right? Jagmeet Singh. I'm gonna get so much hate for this video. I'm gonna get so much hate for this video. But again, this is my first time talking about politics, and we don't have to agree. Jagmeet Singh, the only thing that I can remember him saying, and it's actually cool that we did it 2 days ago, that we watched it 2 days ago, because it's really like on the core. So what I remember is the important part. What I don't remember wasn't important enough for me to remember, right? So for Jagmeet Singh, because we just saw a video of him on TikTok, about how he did his headdress, and I think he was good, but it was only good when replying to people. It was only good when counter arguments, when having counter arguments, and the oh my god. Did I fuck up? I fucked up. Oh, dude, Ink, you're dumb. You're dumb. You're super dumb, dude. You fucked up. No. Ink, dude. You fucked up. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh. Should've done so before. So we had enough mission for the weekly. I forgot to check the weekly when it was due. And then we made making content for 2 hours, so. Oh, that's bad. That's bad, bro. That's bad, bro. That is bad, bro. We're still. Oh, shit, Ink. Dude, you're dumb. You fucked up. So coming back to it, oh, that's a bad thing. Because this is my favorite game, and I like doing the weeklies, and I have to do them once a week. I can forget to do something once a week, I don't know. I have no clue. It's nice that you argument, right? It's nice that you have something to say when somebody else is speaking. It's nice to say, like, hey, you're bringing up this subject, this is my opinion on the subject, right? So that I love, because it's important. It's not so much about how you're defending your party. It's not so much about how you're defending your idea. It's also about, well, you know what, this is the way I perceive things. And the way I perceive things is also is as valid, if not more valid, than the way you see things, because this is my vision, right? And again, it's also like, hey, like, what he's saying, if I do agree with what he's saying, a big problem in the politics in Canada is everybody is against each other. For example, right? There's gonna be this party that's gonna come up with a great idea, and this idea is phenomenal. It's really, really good. But then, just to do a big fuck you, other party's gonna be like, no, we don't agree. Right? But the idea is actually quite good. The idea is actually quite good. So just to say fuck you, that sucks. So with Jagmeet Singh, I really do think that he had a good understanding of other parties. However, I've watched you for 2 hours and I still don't know what's your plan. I don't know what's your plan. Because I don't know what's your plan, how am I supposed to vote for you? Carney, I'll be completely honest, Carney, I have no memories of what he said. I have no memories of a point that he did. However, Carney, I didn't even know him. I knew he was replacing Justin Trudeau. I've heard Trudeau talk a lot, but I haven't heard Carney speak. Right, so this is the case of, well, I don't really know what your plot either. Right, so it's in between Blanchette and Poilievre. Right, now once again, I'm not gonna vote. Right, so no matter what I say at the end, doesn't matter. There's another thing that Blanchette said that was really good. For example, and again, please understand that I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not trying to be elitist. Right, this is my opinion. Please respect that. One thing they said is it's not about the number of immigrants that we have, is how we welcome them and how well we take care of them. So for example, you take 100,000 per year, which is still a lot, but you treat them and you make sure that they have jobs, and you make sure that they have a nice place to live, and you make sure that they do their part in society, right? It's about living together. It's not about, hey, I know that you don't like me, but we have to work together, right? And that's really important, versus hiring the most people possible. And then out of the people, out of 3 people, only 1 person worked. Well, only 1 person worked because only 1 person had the chance to be welcomed properly. Only 1 person succeed because only 1 person was given the tool to succeed. This is that. And with Poilievre, I did like what he says. I do think that he has a head on his shoulder. I do, the way he's talking, it's really, there's a leadership quality to him that I didn't find with Justin Trudeau. However, a lot of his, as a leader, I of course see more Poilievre than Blanchette. Blanchette has great idea, but Blanchette works for Quebec, and I'm French Canadian, so I'm Quebec. I'm a Quebecer. I'm from Quebec, so I should be like, yo, this is my dude. But the reality is, like, I'm seeing our prime minister, which is Legault, and I don't like him, and I'm like, oh fuck, I don't like provincial, right? So if and only if I would choose Blanchette, I would have to put all my eggs in the same basket, which is federal. And ultimately, I'm proud of my flag. I'm proud to be a French Canadian. I'm super proud of being French Canadian. I'm extremely proud of my roots. My first language is French. Mon nom, c'est Stéphane Charest. So that's super French, right? And I'm proud of my roots. But at the same time, I do understand that, I'm extremely proud of my roots. But I'm French, and I want to protect French, right? But I don't think world. I think in Canada, Quebec can have a better place, right? I think we can have a lot better place. But sadly, I do think that Quebec, as a worldwide place, doesn't have a lot of impact, right? What's going on here, it doesn't really matter to people, I don't know, in Ecuador, right? Or in Guatemala, or in Russia, or in Syria, or, I don't think it really affects them. Over Canada, we see them as this country, right? Versus this province. And, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't ask myself, what do Texans do? I don't ask myself, what do people from Tibet are doing, right? So yeah, so I don't think worldwide, I don't think this is a party for me. I think Quebec-wise is the perfect party. I think worldwide, I don't think it's a perfect party. Then we have Poliev. And Poliev, my problem is, I like the guy, I like the way he's speaking, but I don't like his politics. So the weapon, I don't like that because we see what he can do. The fact that he is pro-import versus export. See, people are gonna hate what I'm gonna say, but Trump with the overtaxes is a mess, and it's horrible. And what he's doing is gonna be having some impact worldwide, right? But there's a sense of truth in there. You should pre-value your own companies versus somebody at the, because you're making the economy roll. So, for example, right, I have $1,000. No, you know what? We're gonna make it bigger. We're gonna make it bigger, better, right? I have $1 million, right? And I want to buy some precious metal, right? I want to buy gold, right? Because gold has a lot of value, so this would increase the value of the wealth of Canada, right? I want to buy a lot of gold, right? And there's 2 places I can buy the gold. So the first place I can buy the gold is from a small mine in Quebec, right? Versus a small mine in, I don't know, where there's a lot of gold. I know IT has a lot of precious metal. Let's say IT, right? So I would have a choice, and then the choice would be Quebec because instead of having $1 million going to another country, I would have $1 million staying in the country, but also motivating and making the economy go in circle, right? And the economy moving is good because the economy, the way it is, it's actually quite weird, right? The economy states, and this is the way I understand it. My understanding can be wrong, but the way it works is basically you have $100. It doesn't matter how long you have this $100. It doesn't matter what you do with $100, right? It doesn't matter as long as this $100 stays in Canada. Right? And the thing with that is also, like, for example, Bitcoin, right? The value of the Bitcoin doesn't matter as long as you do have them. So they can be worth a bunch, right? And they can be worth nothing. Is how you use it that's important. So as long as the money stays in the country, well, the money is going to be profiting one person or the other. It's going to be profiting the economy. So of course you would pre-value a company that is inside. Now, that is export, right? Or saying not necessarily an embargo, but something like an embargo, right? Now, of course, I do believe there's a very healthy case that can be done with a perfect balance between import and export, right? So, for example, we have a lot of water. We don't have a lot of gas, right? So another country that has a lot of gas could help us with this, and we can help them with water, right? Now, ultimately speaking, it is if I don't have a fair exchange, I think it would work, but that's the problem also. What constitutes a fair exchange? Do you constitute a fair exchange, or do your neighbors, right? Your neighbors are going to say, hey, we have this supper, right? Everybody's bringing something, right? And you're like, holy shit, wow. And then you bring a cake, right? You bring a cake, right? And you bought the cake, or you made it, it doesn't matter, right? And then the host has made some, I'm going to be an asshole, but they made, I don't know, Uncle Ben or Minute Rice, right? They made something really cheap, right? And then another person brought in a bag of chips, right? And then another person brought a cup. And then you realize that you're the one that spent the most on the cake, right? And it's all about being generous, right? But then generosity has its limits, right? Are you taking my generosity for granted or not, right? And now the issue is with this in particular, with this specific thing in particular is, okay, well, I was the one that brought in the most. Now this is my choice. I thought everybody's going to bring something, right? Not, and, and I know this is a bad example, but it doesn't make sense. It has to be some sort of equal, or it has to be at least on the same route, right? I'm not going to bring a whole meal. I'm going to bring a snack. It's not fair. It's not fair. It doesn't matter if the snack is. I was talking about money, but it's not important. It's the snack in itself. Even if the snack is fucking caviar, right? I brought you chicken, right? Caviar is worth more than chicken, but at the same time, is it going to feed me? No. So it's an unequal exchange. So I do like Poliev as a person. I don't like his politics. I don't like his politics at all. You know. And also, he was one of being the most attacked. So is it because he was the main adversary or the main enemy? Or, for example, right? So all 4 of them are trying to get into power, right? And now, if one of them has a better chance of being in power, now all the other guys are saying, I want to be in power, I want to be in power, I want to be in power. So you're saying, fuck you to the person who has the most chances. So with the person that has the most chances, it's like it's a classical of, if you can't beat them, no, that's not it at all. It's divide and conquer. That's not it at all. It's a classical sense of, he's my only adversary, right? I can possibly win against everybody else except for this guy. So let's put all the sets together. Union's lay force. So them attack him. I just don't know. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to give points to Jack Singh for the social aspect of it. I'm gonna give points to Carney. I'm gonna give a lot of points to Carney. Actually, I'm gonna give a lot of points to Carney. Even if I don't know who is the guy, even if I don't know what his plan, even if I don't know him in his politics, I'm gonna have to give so many points because everybody hated Trudeau. At the end, everybody hated Trudeau. You know, and he comes in and he's the same party as Trudeau. So I know you hate this guy, but I have to help this guy, right? And it's like, or even better than that, right? You have a teacher. And again, this is one of the worst example, but I like that example. You have this studying class. You have this class that you don't like. Let's say, I don't know, let's say geography, right? You have this class that you don't like, and then the teacher's not really helping you. He doesn't really care if you like it or not. It's like, okay, well, you don't like it, tough luck, that's life, right? And then you have this substitute teacher, right? That's coming in. And in some cases, this substitute teacher is going to be very good. It's going to help you have their opinion on the subject. But you're starting from a very bad place. You're starting from a teacher that doesn't give a shit, and you're starting from a subject that you don't give a shit. So what it has to do to actually do something good, there's a lot of effort. There's a lot more effort than a normal class, right? That's the way it is, you know? I remember we had this class in math. And I love math. I really math was my favorite subject in school. My favorite subject because again, my father raised me. My father did raise me. My mom, she was there also, but my father was more in charge of schooling. And it's funny because that's only technically true. My mom was in charge of schooling when she started bringing in tutor, and she really like, okay, well, you gotta have tutor, and she pushed me in. I'm super grateful for that. But the rest of it was my father. My father was more so because my father is, it's not his fault. My father was born in a generation where school wasn't that important. He's 67. He's gonna be 67. Well, he actually reached 67 9 days ago, like a week and a half ago. So you know, it's different, right? And he's coming in, and my father, and I'm saying this out of love, My father doesn't have a really good understanding. He's able to speak the language. He's able to talk the language. He's gonna make mistakes though, or grammatical errors, and that's okay, right? One of the only thing that my father had was math. He was really good at math, right? And it's funny because that's what I really liked about my father. We're talking about my father when I was doing my homework, right? And most of the homework he would help. We'll be like, I'm sorry, Steph, I don't know what that is, right? But in math, and he really pushed me in math, and he really did push me in math, and I became really good at math, right? I will always remember one of my better moments in school, and that is so fucking silly. But I was 7 years old, 6, 7 years old, right? And the teacher asked us. The teacher asked us, okay, well, you look at the clock on the wall. Tell me what it is. And I knew because my father told me every single one is 5 minutes, right? So I could tell it at the time. And that was the first time in my whole life where a teacher said, hey, good answer, right? And my father was the one that teach me that. Not because like, I'm so sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, Dad. I love you. My father taught me that because it was something useful, And I think that he taught me math because it was something useful. It was the only thing that he cared about because that's the only thing that he used, right? He was able to talk, and because he was able to talk and understand, didn't really care about it. Geography, he was at home most of the time, so he didn't care about that, right? Science is useful. I'm watching a lot of people. Science is actually quite nice because I'm watching a lot of people talk about physics. I'm like, wow, this is actually really interesting. This is really interesting, right? Now, ultimately speaking, physics is possibly well, my first opinion, or my first opinion, I guess, is that it's really complex, right? It's really complex. Like, I'm not sure if I can understand everything, right? But at the same time, it's one of the most interesting because it does seem like such a it seemed like such a different. I think because it's so out of this world, or it's so different from others, that it's even unattainable. Because it's even unattainable, you want to learn from it, right? You don't want to learn from something that you understand. You want to learn from something that you don't understand. Because it seems like so complicated. You have this sexual attraction to complication, right? And that's pretty much it. Why I love physics. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So we're talking about politics, and I went to my father. I don't know why. Well, technically speaking, I know why. They're both seen as this authoritative figure, right? My father was my father, and even with police in French, even with police, police relies on finance. I'm forgetting French today. Police relies on funds, and funds are governmental approved. The more money they have, the more effective they become. But then if they cut it's just common sense, right? So yeah, we're both authoritative figure. That's pretty much it. So this is my opinion. I'm not gonna vote this year. I'm gonna wait for the election though. I'm not gonna wait for the election. I think I'm gonna vote. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna vote for the election. I'm gonna wait for the election. I'm gonna hear what people have to say. Because I'm very misinformed. I have this general idea that politics is bullshit. So yeah, maybe if they can convince it's not bullshit, and because they convince me that it's not bullshit, then I'm more open-minded as to, okay, well, this guy could be interesting, or should I, right? We'll see. Anyway, look guys, take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, keep going. Welcome to the commercial. Considering we're also having a wonderful day on this 20th April 2025. Kids are having a wonderful Easter because it is Easter. Today we're talking about being an asshole. Yeah, being an asshole. So it wasn't a planned video. It wasn't a planned video at all. But what pushed me to do this video, or what inspired me to do this video, is somebody blocked me today. Right now, this person. Again, I'm gonna be such an asshole. But that's the video, right? So let's say this is all planned and this is all a scene, right? This is all acting. Somebody, they blocked me today. And this person was actually not a super close friend, but we talked a lot, right? So this person is a person that had mental issue, right? Not a lot, but still. And I also had mental issue. Last week we had a mental issue. So I kind of understood her. And I was like, you know what? I'm in a good position to help people. Let's help people, right? And I've been since I came back to becoming serious about social media, I've been trying to help people, right? And the whole weight loss thing is to help people, right? That's it. That's the point of helping people. That's the reason why we're doing it. We want to lose weight, yes. It's a cool thing to do, yes. It's going to be one of the hardest things I'm going to do, but it's going to be one of the most rewarding things I'm going to do because it is health, yes. But there is still this case to be made that, you know what, it's healthy. So that being said, she blocks me. And the reason she blocks me is because she would send me daily videos of her, right? And she was self-promoting. And those videos in itself is, my videos are not great. Because again, I'm thinking, I'm talking, I'm yapping, but I'm thinking, I'm yapping. But for her, it was just insane. She would just do memes, and she would kind of ridiculize herself. It was either that or very depressed. So she would make content where she made fun of herself, but when other people made fun of her, she was getting depressed. And it was constantly a cycle of, I make content where because I'm depressed, I feel better, I make weird content because I'm weird, people bully me, so I'm back to the space of I'm getting bullied, right? And I'm not saying that she should bully people, I'm not saying that she did it on purpose, I'm saying that okay, so I'm gonna take another personalized example. I love my best friend Celine. I love that girl, but I told you guys multiple times before, she used to go in a relationship. Now she has a good boyfriend. Her boyfriend's actually decent. She has this boyfriend, and he's actually a good guy, but she would go for people that are complete assholes just because they give her a little bit of attention. And they give her a little bit of attention because she kind of was easy fuck. She was an easy lay. And the rumors spread that she was an easy lay. So people who talked to her because she was an easy lay. Because she was an easy lay, she would get assholes, right? But then she would put herself in a situation. You know this guy's an asshole. Why are you going with that guy? Oh, because he's nice to me. He's not nice to you. You want something. We're gonna get something. Just he's not gonna be nice to me, to you. And that's just true. So, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but sometimes you're doing something, then It's okay, so let's be more personal. Let's be more personal. How many times did I tell you guys, oh, I'm gonna lose some weight, and I give up? How many times did I eat junk food and I didn't eat junk food? How many times did I drink energy drinks and I didn't need energy drink? Right? a lot, you shit that. So this person, and she constantly shared this, right? And to me, I'm sorry, but I'm not a lot on TikTok. And when I'm on TikTok, it's weird. My perception of this is actually really weird. My perception of this is I'm not famous. And a lot of people say, ain't you famous? You got a lot of followers. And I don't know. I don't think I am, right? And there's even this girl, Anna. I fucking love Anna. And Anna, she's like, she texted me on Instagram, and I answered her. She's like, oh my god, you answered. And she wrote fangirls. I'm like, dude, I'm just a normal guy, you know. And at the same time, you know, people are gonna be seeing this and like, hey, dude, you really worked hard, right? Which is true. But I don't see myself as different from you guys. So to me, there's still this need of realization. There's a huge need of realization, and this huge need of realization is the fact that, well, you know, people that are looking at the content, I think they're friends. And I'm never self-promoting. I'm never telling you, hey, I never share my video. I never say that, right? I never share. Now, ultimately speaking, the worst thing that happened to the channel is how many times am I getting 20, 30 likes in a day? And this is horrible because this is gonna make me shadow banned, right? Nothing speaking, I'm possibly shadow banned. Do I give a shit? No, I don't care. I don't care. It just happens, right? So with that being said, I'm still not at a point. And to me, you know, what is fame? What is fame? Fame is a complicated context, and I don't really know what fame is. I know I'm not famous. That I can tell you, you know. so she constantly and what I'm trying to say with that is, you know, I don't see myself as somebody different than you. If you have a talk, you're friendly, I'm friendly. I treat people with the way I want to be treated. It doesn't matter how many followers I have. It doesn't change me. It doesn't change how I treat people, right? I should be a nice guy to everybody, right? But at the same time, it feels weird watching my friends. Like, possibly one of the only friends that I watch is Sir Winslow because he makes me laugh, you know. But if it didn't make me laugh, I would watch it because it's a friend. And it would be weird. Like, hey, dude, I watched your video. I had a girlfriend in January, right? Shout out Noemi. And Noemi, she would, and it was so fucking weird. We were talking, right? And she would go to work, and she would tell me about stuff I said in the video. I'm like, how did you know I said that? She's like, oh, I watched a video. And to me, it felt so weird. It felt so weird. Not because it was, you know, I made those videos, so I put them online. If you watch them, you watch them. But it still felt weird. It still felt weird that you saw that, you know, because I'm a normal guy. So I do mind the fact that I'm not promoting. It's not self-promoting. So you constantly self-promoting. First of all, second of all, we're friends. So I don't really want to see your videos because we're friends. Like because we're friends, if I want to talk to you, I'll talk to you, right? If I want to know how you are, I'm not going to be watching a video and say, hey, how's that guy? No, I'm just going to ask you, hey, how you doing, dude? You know, so for me, it's a bit weird. And I told her before. I told her multiple times. I said, hey, please don't send me, don't share, don't self-promote, don't share me videos every single day. And then she actually asked me the question of why. And again, ultimately speaking, it's pretty fucking obvious. But she has, you know, she has those mental issues. So I didn't judge. I'm like, okay, you know what? You don't understand. That's fine. You know, it happens. And I'm telling her, like, hey, well, I have this amount of, I'm following this amount of people. If everybody sent me their video and I had to watch every single video, I would be able to do it, right? And she's like, yeah, yes. And then she sent me, and I told her please, and I told her please, and then she did it again today, and today I was in a bad mood, and it's so fucked, because she'll share me, and again, this is what I hate. There's nothing I hate more than that. It's such a toxic mentality. It pisses me off so much. So she'll send me a video of herself, and I do pay attention to who likes the videos, because again, it's like, these people really support me, and I'm super grateful, right? And these people take the time to support me, and even though I'm not famous, and even though they're friends, they're gonna be witnessing who did it, because I'm like, I'm lucky, they're super kind, right? They're super kind. So, she'll send me a video, and it's crazy because I check my DMs every single day, right? She'll send me a DM. This is a true story. She'll send me a DM at like 11:57. And we look at notification, she liked the video. And what time did she like the video? At 11:55. So she doesn't say it, but it sounds like, I like your video, time for you to like mine. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to like my videos. If you want something in return, if you're expecting something in return, don't do it. If you want to help. If you're doing this for a payment, then I didn't ask you to do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. People are going to be doing, hey, follow for follow, right? I understand that, okay? You're going to do like for like, right? Okay, I understand that too. But do not like a video expecting somebody to say, hey, you like my video, let me like their video. If I was really an asshole, I would go on that person's channel and I would like every single video. That way, not only they leave me alone, but second of all, like the system freaks out, say, hey, this is too many likes in a row. This is not good. This is bots thinking, right? So it would be doing a problem for a channel. But I'm not going to do that because that's an asshole thing to do. So she gets mad at me. I'm like, and she told me, I don't like the way you treat me, right? And this person is extremely self-serving, right? And I didn't mind because again, you have mental issues. We're both different, right? I think she was autistic. I'm not sure. I never asked her. We don't ask questions like that. So she asked me, and she's like, she has deep issues, right? Like you see the video, like it's not normal. But again, it's her choice, right? So I'm not judging. So I was running, and she's like, hey, we should run together. Wait until I have my followers, and I'll be running with you. But the way she said it was weird. This was like, can we do it when I got my followers? Like, no. When I have my followers, we'll run together. And I'm like, no, I'm not down. I'm not down with that. And then she stuck me to the life, right? So I'm like, fuck. Okay, that was really honest. And then she called me an asshole to say, right? And I think life does things perfectly. I think life has a way of putting things together that is almost scary. So I'm at my father's house yesterday, right? And this is quite personal. I'm going to share with you guys. I have this aunt, and my mom hates her. My mom hates her because, technically speaking, my dad is now dating her friends, so she thinks that, you know, she's involved with it, right? And my mom called this person an asshole. And if I'm being completely honest, the last time I saw that aunt, she treated me badly. She was rude to me. I was like, okay. But yesterday she was super nice to me, you know, and she was hugging me and we were talking and she was super happy to see me, right? And I changed my perception of her, right? My perception of her. And in this case, she was also called the asshole, right? And you know, and I started wondering, what did she do? And if it was bad? Well, my father wasn't happy in the relationship, and he wasn't happy in the relationship, and you know, he wanted to leave my mom. And then I think that he told his brother, and his brother told his wife, which is my aunt. I'm not related to her. I'm related to the uncle, because he's my father's brother. I think my father told the brother, and my uncle told the wife, my aunt, and then the aunt was like, hey, you know, he's going to be single soon. And I know you're kind of like him, right? And they did together for 26 years. Yeah, 26 years, because I was 6 years old when we started dating, right? And ultimately speaking, this is, my father and my mom were together for 21 years. I don't remember. But they were together for a while, and then this relationship is the longest lasting, right? And ultimately, yes, me and my stepmom, we fight a lot, but I think she's a good person, and I'm grateful that she's part of my life, or part of my father's life, right? She makes him happy. And then I really wondered, like, of course, my mom, and I love my mom, and I wanted to be happy. And the way it was done, was it okay? No. The way it was done, was it really rude? Yes. The way it was done, was it something that you should do? No. But ultimately speaking, what did they really do? They took a guy that was unhappy, that was going to leave somebody else, no matter what. And they said, she likes you, right? And then those people went on a date. And because they went on a date, they found out that they were attracted to each other. Because they were attracted to each other, they ended up dating. And they ended up dating for how long? Oh yeah, 26 years, right? So it's quite weird. It's quite a weird concept. But ultimately speaking, again, I think it's important to say, well, this was a asshole action, but it has good results, right? And was it an asshole? Yes, I was an asshole with that girl. Because she had a mental issue. And today, well, it wasn't today. It was it yesterday? I don't remember if it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't remember. I had a shitty sleep schedule. And I just had a bill for 13,000, right? And to me, it's so weird because I'm getting people, and usually I don't mind at all. Like, you know what? It's okay. I don't really mind at all. I don't really mind. But it's so weird because I'm getting those people that usually would help, right? What? Oh, I don't have Wi-Fi. Okay, that's why. Okay, I was having a problem. Okay, I was having a problem. Okay, it works. Yes. Disconnect. Okay, I'm gonna connect you again. I was having a problem with Wi-Fi. Not a big deal. So with this person, I should have done better, right? People come to me and they're like, "Yo, I need your help." And I understand that because it's my fault too. It's my fault because I'm presenting myself as someone that's independent. I'm presenting myself as someone that wants to help, right? And I'm saying, hey, let me help you. And when people finally come for help, I'm like, fuck you, I can't help you. That makes a lot of sense, right? Ultimately, I was dealing with my own shit. And I'm like, dude, you're asking me for help. I just received a 13,000 bill. You don't give a shit. You're not gonna ask. You're never gonna know because you don't care, right? Now, that's your fault now, and I shouldn't ask you to care, right? With this girl, we don't talk. We're not friends. We don't talk. And she comes to me and she's like, yo, I don't like the fact that I support you, and you don't support me. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't support me. You don't support me. Yeah, the only time that you like a video is because you send me something that you want to like. I get people liking my video every single day, right? I get people being part of the content every single day. And those people never ask me for something in return. Now, do I feel fair? Does it feel fair? No. But I'm acknowledging it. I'm acknowledging that this person did so much for me and never asked something in return. This is you that kind of did something to me, for me, sorry. Which you're asking a lot in return, right? Who am I gonna choose? Who am I gonna choose to spend time with or to be nice to? The person that's only there when you need something, or the person that's there no matter what? Ding, 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 you're right. So I was like, okay, well, she called me an asshole. And my aunt was also called an asshole. And technically speaking, once again, I want to specify that what they did was not okay, right? My father should have left my mom before they got together, right? And technically, it's complicated, so this is really personal, but technically speaking, they were not together. My mom and my father were not together, right? But my father and my stepmom, they were seeing each other a lot, right? When they separated, they were seeing each other a lot. So there's always this question of, were they seeing each other before, you know? And I don't know the answer. To be honest. I want to believe my dad, but you know, I want to believe my dad. I want to believe that he didn't do it. Because I don't think it's nice to do it. At the same time, I personally, from experience, I understand that when you're checked out of a relationship, when you're not in love with the person anymore, you're done. One of my worst flaw is when I'm done with you, I'm done with you, right? I give second chances, but when I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I'll treat you like shit, because I'm done with you. Like, for example, we met this girl about 4 days ago, right? And the first day it went super well. But then second day, third day, fourth day, she was super needy. I was like, dude, I don't like that, right? So I told her, she's like, oh, I don't like that. You know, at the same time, I was, and the fact that she was needy didn't bother me. It didn't bother me because, well, it didn't bother me in the case of, well, you needy, fuck you. It did bother me in a sense of, dude, I don't like that. I do not like you being that needy. And because I don't like you being that needy, I'm not gonna go in the relationship, right? And I think that's normal. It's the fact that you told me that, well, I don't like that you telling me this. Let me know how I feel. I'm kidding, right? My apologies. So, long story short, I was the asshole today, right? And because I was the asshole today, I feel like, for the first time in a while, you know, there's people that block me, and I'm always wondering why they block me, and I'm like, holy shit, did I do something wrong, right? And possibly something I do something wrong. I cannot do only right. I don't have the ill intent for sure, but still. And you know, you ask yourself, am I the asshole here? Was I right? Right? Did this person, right? And I'll always remember this person. I felt really bad about it, right? I met her in a friend's live, and she was texting me every day, dude. And she wanted to talk. And one day she's like, hey, how come you never text me? Because I don't know you. I don't know you. I'm sorry, but I don't know you, and I don't want to talk to everybody. I don't want to talk to people every day. Like this guy, 2 weeks ago, right? And he comes in into one of my life, right? And we start talking. Actually, the guy is kind of nice, right? And we start talking. He texts me. And okay, I text him back. The next day, he texts me. And I text him back. And the third day, well, I don't really have anything to say to him because I don't know him. He's like, don't let this streak die. I don't know you, dude. I do not know you. And that makes me an asshole. But then again, am I okay with being an asshole? I think I'm okay with being an asshole. I think for the first time in a while today, I was called an asshole. And I didn't feel guilty about it. Now, ultimately speaking, am I in the right? Am I in the wrong? That's up for you to decide. I'm not gonna tell you I'm in the right. I'm gonna tell you I'm in the wrong. I'm somewhere in the middle. Could I handle the situation better? Yes. Do I care? No. Does that make me an asshole? I think me not caring makes me an asshole more than the action. Right? I think that's pretty much it. So, that's it. That's it. And with the person, you know, I can't really blame them. They have this mentality of, if I help you, you're helping me. And this mentality isn't something that appeared yesterday. It's possibly something this is possibly how they were raised. You know, maybe I'm the black sheep that's willing to help people even if they don't help me, right? Lately I've talked to, like I said, 2 weeks ago, right? I'm starting to look for a relationship, right? And I'm starting to talk to people. I'm starting to talk to multiple girls, and I'm looking for a relationship, and I'm actively looking for a relationship. So I talk to A, B, and C, and D, and E, and F, and G, and you call it whatever you want, right? And then, of course, there were some people that I was interested in the past. I started to talk to them, and I'm like, I'm looking at you, you don't answer, you know? And some of those people, it's weird because when we're talking, they act really interested, but we don't talk. And I'm like, I have this new girl that I like a little bit less, but she's there for me, right? Why am I allowing myself to be involved, or why am I allowing myself to invest in a relationship that the person is not willing to invest in, right? And I'm switching up. But then again, you think about those people, and maybe they have their own mental issue. They're depressed. They don't want to talk to people. Maybe their social battery is down, right? And that's not their fault. That's not their fault. I cannot judge them. I cannot blame them for that. But it just sucks. So wait, I'm actually batteries. I'm gonna leave, guys. Look, guys, take it easy. Peace.
I shouldn't have done that.
From the moment I met you, all those years ago, not a day has gone by when I haven't thought of you. Now that I'm with you again, I'm in agony. The closer I get to you, the worse it is.
Don't blink, it's your wink. Welcome to the toy shop. Visiting Walter, having a wonderful day. Sadly, my other phone battery died. Let me give you guys the sunset with this film. It's not as good, but that's all I can do. So I apologize, but at least I think about you guys. So I'm gonna go in because it's cold as fuck. So, like, how much you getting tough
If you're suffering as much as I am, please tell me.
It's not possible.
Anything is possible.
What do you with it? You live in the real world. Come back to me. You're starting to become a Jedi. I'm sensitive. If you follow your thoughts to the conclusion, it'll take us to a place we cannot go. Regardless of the way you feel.
You do feel something.
Well, not that it's a
You're asking me to be rational. That is something I know I cannot do.
Yeah.
But I can't. Well, you know it. It wouldn't have to be that way. We could keep it a secret.
We'd be living a lie. One we couldn't keep even if we wanted to.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Okay.
Could you, Anakin? Could you live like that?
Yep. Of course you could. He's a Sith Lord. Oh, spoiler. Oh. Yeah, this week. There's some more to do left.
Don't go.
I don't want to see it.
Your presence is soothing.
You had another nightmare last night.
Jen, I don't have nightmares.
Yeah, vision.
I heard you.
I saw my mother. She's a right back. As always doing, I see that.
Hey, hey.
It's me. I know this will make my headache from Pepsi Center, but I have to go. I have to help him.
Got you. See what she was.
So, hold on. This is my girlfriend. I guess I'm separate. I have to do my show someday. So none of you. No, it's not. Be honest. She's black. She was like, you know, it's not. This is just for all. You gotta wear it like money. That's what it is. You're an underdog. Like, I should always did 3 questions. You're all backwards. I'm the trying to do is, I'm yellow. Look at her. It's just a lot. There. It's just, mine was roses. Like, I was gonna have her, or the same way. I'd be able to look at her. After I lost my leg, fine. Just fine. I don't you. I don't want you on her. Just get on off. She'll hold these licenses on.
Oh.
You're not safe. It's good you had it. Who's safe? Don't go.
Mm-mm.
Why couldn't I save her? I know I could have.
Sometimes there is always.
Mm.
You have a
Well, I should be. Someday I will be. I will be the most powerful giant. I promise you. How are we going to stop people from dying? It's all Obi-Wan's fault. He's jealous. He's holding me back.
who's wrong.
I killed them. I killed them all. They're dead. Every single one of them. And not just the men. But the women. And the children, too. They're like animals. And I slaughter them like animals. I hate them.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing the same, Mom. I was drunk. I promise. I won't feel again.
Are you? What are you doing?
It seems that he's having every song. Okay, just take it. I tried to speak up. Because it is a cost. I tried to talk to Jack about the voice on Jesus. I tried to take control of it. As a I got it. It's on his session instead of on the also spoke lies. But that's all I'm happy.
Mm.
Wait.
More having a chance second. I agree. Wait, you know, only one day he was favored. Just the day of us. That's your first round.
Look, I'm not saying it. Look, give us a story.
If he's still alive.
And you're missing signal and die. He's a friend of
Like my father. We were not so he gave me 2 hours to stay here.
He gave you your word, Kenny. And I'm going to help him. But Kenny, there's that long.
I'll take Jack. This part, the corner's like this is on the best reading for it.
There's no secret. There's always something.
Fine.
We're gonna have nothing fun. I'm actually gonna do it here. It's never fun. They're fun Massachusetts.
When you walk away. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Allora quello.
Le soleil et l'eau ne suffisent pas à combler sa faim. Offrez-lui Miracle Grow et voyez la différence. Rassasiez votre jardin avec Miracle Grow.
With barrel bourbon, this body wash exceptional. The aroma is audacious. Get Dr. Squash your heart. Find Dr. Squash in stores and online now. At DrSquash.com. Feel like a man, smell like a champion. My spot, my spot, my drop.
Mm. Delicious.
What shall we do? Your thought, Captain. Will you recognition the hard of the dead order? This is it. Commander, your light, will defend. We will not be nothing required to do. Yes, I'm sorry, friend.
Okay. Okay. That. Wahrscheinlich. Could be binding on my leg.
You know, I'm not able to rely on Jedi Council. Really, I'm doing it. This is not. I'm not sure I understand. You must sense when I come to suspect. The Jedi Council want to show the planet. Let them do training. I don't think parent. That's your feeling. You know, Rachel. I know they don't trust you. All said. All about it. All democracy, let matter. That's what I meant. My trust in us has changed. You know, the tragedy of Darth Plagueis lights. No, I thought not. I'm so good at it. It's a Sith legend. Darth Plagueis, the Dark Lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise, he could use the Force to create light. He had such a knowledge of the dark side, he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying. You actually save people from death. The dark side enforces the pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. What happened? He became so powerful. Gandalf was afraid I was. Using his power, virtue was he did. Unfortunately, he taught his practice everything he knew. Then his practice killed him in his sleep. Ironic. He'd save others from death, but not himself. Is it possible to learn this how? Not from a Jedi.
Good. Fuck. The what? Okay. Still uploading. Still uploading. Nice.
At this point, I haven't got a vision of your training. I've been arrogant, and I apologize. I've just been so frustrated with the council. You are strong and wise. I'm very proud of you. I've trained you since you were a small boy. I've taught you everything I know, and you'll become far greater Jedi than I hoped to be. But be patient, Andrew. It will not be long before the council makes you Jedi Master. Obi-Wan, may the force be with you. Goodbye, my friend. May the force be with you.
Ratchet.
Obi-Wan, may I have it?
No, rat.
What do you want?
Shit.
He's worried about you.
And clink.
He doesn't know us.
I feel lost.
Us? What do you mean?
Obi-Wan, the council don't trust me.
They trust you with their lives.
I'm not the Jedi I should be. I want more. And I know I should.
Mm.
But the dark side of the force, and you'll be able to see your way from a certain point. What did you say? You spend money, I think. Yours. I know what's been troubling you. This
Mm.
poor, but the Jedi Council. Ever since I met you, searching for life, greater than ever will be Jedi. And I was ignorant, but cautious. Like making it. I was certainly like to. I know you are. I can feel your anger. It gives you force. Makes you stronger. I read this. No power of the dark side. Power safe back. Yes, the one you know. I know this. He knows the ways of the force. He's trying to use the dark side. Oh shit, absolutely. That was crazy. We're not going to get orders to survive. Master Chancellor is very powerful. We need my help to run the rest. We're all going to jail today. That's the regular thing to see network. There's my feet. I must go, Master. No. The one you got me through. You'll gain my trust. But for now, remain here. Wait in the council chambers until we return. Yes, Master.
Mm. 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 How much level that have?
Dégâts monstres. Essayez-le avec pas.
Resident Evil. Resident Evil. Mm.
Master, I think that brings me to a. I think that's it. Second. In the name of the light of the Father, you are already dead. And second, he was Jedi. The same. I am a safe not yet. It's treason, Ben.
Ouch. Mm.
I want to end this once and for all. You can't. You must stand for it. He has control of the sin and the force. He's dangerous with his blood. You must win. Again.
Without my adventure, learn to use the dark side of the force.
I'll do everything. Master.
Good.
Just let me save Bunny's life. I can't live without her.
Jesus. We want this, but if we work together, I can discover this. I pledge myself to your teachings.
Mm.
The force is strong with you. A powerful Sith you will become. Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader. Right. It doesn't absolutely not trust you, my identity. I think it's about the Jedi knowledge of stuff. Jedi don't much inside here. Don't call himself.
I agree. Council's next move will be necessary.
Every single Jedi, including our friend, everyone enemy, is now an enemy of the planet.
I understand, Master.
I think and I will destroy the civil war in our name. Listen, I want you to go to the Jedi Temple. You will get some of that. Do what must be done, Lord Vader. Do not hesitate, show no mercy. Only then will you be strong enough outside to see that. What about the other Jedi spread across the galaxy? Their betrayal will be dealt with. After you kill the Jedi in Temple, go to the Mustafar system. Why not isolate that way and the other 7 leaders? Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy. Need help.
Delicious. Order 66. Yum. Let's do 10 more. Okay.
Yeah, if I don't go to the public. I saw this one. That's chance myself. I will not betray the public. I will not defy the Chancellor. And at the same time, Matthew. I don't want. Means I think we only hope that you will the Chancellor. You can feed. I think my mouth. That I'm sorry, Sarah. The Chancellor gave me a very good wish. Sarah is a very loose system. I want to say this one. I think the doctor. They will be my friends. Please, wait. Where's the guys from Chancellor?
183. Mm.
I think so. Chancellor will control thousands of sausages, so I think it's sensible.
Mm. 2. Good. Mm.
You're off. How do you say it? I don't believe you.
Uh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Liar, no! You with him, you betray me. You brought him here to kill me, let it go, and I can let her go. You will not get from me. You've done that yourself. No, I have to do this. I know it by heart.
Obi-Wan's trying to turn you against
He cares about us.
us.
He knows. He wants to help you. Anakin, all I want is your love.
Love won't save you, Padme. Only my new powers can do that.
At what cost? You're a good person. Don't do this.
I won't lose you the way I lost my mother. I will become more powerful than any Jedi has ever dreamed of. And I'm doing it for you. To protect you.
Come away with me. Help me raise our child. Leave everything else behind while we still can.
Don't you see? We don't have to run away anymore. I have brought peace to the Republic. I am more powerful than the Chancellor. I can overthrow him. And together, you and I can rule the galaxy. Make things the way we want them to be.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. Obi-Wan was right. You've changed.
I don't want to hear any more about Obi-Wan. The Jedi turned against me. Don't you turn against me?
No,
I don't know you anymore.
I don't know anymore.
Anakin, breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow.
Follow.
Because of Obi-Wan.
It's because of what you've done. What you plan to do. Stop. Stop now. Come back. I love you.
Liar. No.
You're with him.
You betray me.
You brought him here to kill me. Let her go, Anakin.
Let her go.
Let
Her go. You took her from me. You've done that yourself.
You turned her against me.
You've done that
You have
yourself.
done that yourself.
You will not. You have allowed this.
Take it from me.
Your anger and your lust for power have already done that. You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now. Until now you have become the very thing you swore to be.
Don't let me, Obi-Wan.
Listen to me, Obi-Wan. I see through the lies of
The Jedi.
I do not fear the dark side as you do. I have brought peace,
Upon the Republic.
justice, and security to my new empire.
Your new empire.
Your new empire? Don't make me kill
You. You.
Anakin, my allegiance is
To the Republic.
to
To democracy. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Then you're my enemy.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Sith deals in absolutes.
I'll try. I have to stop you.
I must.
You'll try.
You will try.
I failed you, Anakin. I failed you. Drive. I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you. No, this is not the game of the song. I'm actually not able to say which one is the song. Will you be listening to it? It'll be automatic into the. It's gonna be automatic into knowing the song by heart. Or just in the beginning. Or any part of it, for that matter. My heart felt love in you, but you were going down a path I can follow. You done what you dared to do, but sounds like I love you. Liar, no! Your daddy betrayed me. You brought him here to kill me. Let her go, I can't let her go. Do 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 do. You've done right against me. You've done that yourself. Not to be from me. You know the power of it, you've done that. Yes, I love these dark lords and just your mind. Until now, I have become the very thing you swore to destroy. Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan, I see through the lies of the Jedi. Do not fear the dark side as you do. This is the security to my new empire. Your new empire! Anakin. Allegiance to the Republic. Democracy, if you're not with me, then you're my enemy. I see it doing now, so I'll do what I must. You will try, I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you. No, the Jedi were planning to take over. Anakin, Chancellor Palpatine is evil. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Well, then you are lost. Till the end, you, my master. It's over, Anakin. Got the high ground. High ground. The rest will make my power. I'll try it now. You were the chosen one. If you thought you will destroy me, I'll join them, rebalance to the force. I'll live it in darkness. I hate you. You were my brother again. I love you. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Where's that? I know where you are.
I had this hat on.
No, don't care. Thank you. Good. Is hi add block legit?
I have failed you, Anakin.
I have failed you.
I have failed you. I should have known the Jedi were plotting to take over.
Okay.
Anakin, church of power.
Team is evil.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. But you are lost.
Good. We're done. I got.
This is the end for you, my master.
Sure. I got just under. Well, under 20. Left to do. Until now, you have become the very thing you swore to destroy. Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan, I see through the lies of the Jedi.
You underestimate my power. Don't try it.
Don't try it. Yeah, background. I hate you. Good chatting.
You were the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy us and not join them.
Rebalance the force, not live in darkness.
Bring balance to the force, not leave it in darkness.
I love Shrek. You're my brother, Anakin. I love you. I hate you.
You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
The difference between the Jedi and the Sith. One is hate, one is love. My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. If you're not with me, then you're my enemies. Only Sith deals in absolute, I'll do what I must. You will try. That you failed you, Anakin, I have failed you. Should have known the Jedi were planning to take over. Anakin, Chancellor Palpatine is evil. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Ouch. Well then, you are lost. This is the end of you, my master. That's Resident Evil 8, is that? Resident Evil 8. Ouch. I don't have my glasses. No la vidro, no. No, we're done.
Excuse me, Master Yoda. Obi-Wan Kenobi is leaving. Take her to the nose. Quickly. Medically, she's perfectly healthy. For reasons we can't explain, we are losing her. She's still being. We need to operate quickly. We have to save the babies. Babies? She's carrying the twins.
Thank you. Good. Yeah. Okay, we're done. Yum. Luke. Leia. Fruit salad. Then I got 6 left. Dark Soul. Is that okay?
I know.
We're done.
Safe. The children must be kept.
Okay, good.
We must take them somewhere where the Sith will not sense their presence.
Split up, they should be.
So let's do a training.
My wife and I will take the girl. We've always talked of adopting the baby girl. She will be loved with us.
Okay, so.
What of the boy?
To Tatooine, to his family sent him.
Ah, shit.
I will get the child and
Oh! Okay.
Until the time is right, disappear, he will. Master Kenobi, wait a moment. In your solitude on Tatooine, training I have for you.
Training?
An old friend has learned the path to immortality.
Do.
One who has returned from the netherworld of the Force. Your old master.
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon.
How to commune with him, I will teach you.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm placing these droids in your care. Treat them well. Clean them up. Have protocol droids mind white. What?
Oh no.
You're uninstalled. You have allowed the dark cloud to trust your mind and you'll know. Dude, why are you... Okay, good. To my new empire, your new empire. Don't make me kill you, Anakin. You're my allegiance to the Republic, to democracy. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. Only a Sith deals an absolute. I'll do what I must. You will try. You know what's funny? You know what's extremely funny? You know what's incredibly funny? They pretend to be the girl from Riverdale. Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah, sure. Oh, okay. The one and only, right? To democracy, if you're not with me, then you're my enemy. Only a Sith deals an absolute. I'll do what I must. Ouch. Okay. Oh, then you are lost. Is that actually better now or no? Diablo. Do 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 do. Good. Spotlight. Do 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 do. Good. Event shop. Damage. Mind. Entrance. Brick wave. Golden tower. Spotlight. Ditto. Random. Chain lightning. Chrono field. Wave. It's just another mine. Step radius. Brick wave. Max health. Max health. Max health. Max health. Brick. Coin. Bounce shot. Bounce shot. Bounce shot. Ooh. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Defense. Let's do elf regen. Let's do orb. Let's do defense. Let's do max health. Let's do damage. Let's do max health. Let's do coin. Let's do health regen. Let's do health regen. Let's do enemy damage. Let's do landmine. Let's do landmine. Let's do damage. Let's do landmine. Let's do orb. Let's do defense. Let's do coin. Let's do defense. Let's go. Good. That's pretty much it. 3,000. Okay, so now the plan is times 4. Holy shit! I have 100,000. That is insane. Good. Ooh. I should possibly upgrade these two. I get this. Got 1-5 with a 5 token. Nice. Okay, good. Defense. Let's do coin. Let's do coin. Let's do extra set. Swamp radius. Let's do interest. Let's do black hole. Let's do chrono field. Let's do golden tower. Health regen. Coin. Ooh, enemy damage. Nice. Very good. Very, very good. This is almost guaranteed. Fun. Claim reward. Correct. Get a frame reward. Running back to your console. Amplify. Bonus. Going back to the console. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll leave. We'll exit the game, and then we'll restart. Good. Resume. Well, let's just do one. Let's just do one card. You're not with me, then you're my enemy. I said, change skin. No. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Good. 5-5. Good. Then we'll have to. This one we'll have to check if we're gonna buy anything else from. Perk. No. Tower. Enemy have the tower, elf regen, and lifesteal. Well, I don't really have. Chain lightning. Oh, they're so good. Yeah. I don't really have elf regen and lifesteal. I don't really mind, but still. Let's do crash. Let's do coin range. Damage. Coin. For sword, what's gonna be really, really good is we're gonna be unlocking the cancel range enemy, right? Because then we're gonna be invincible almost. We're gonna have range enemy reduce. Enemy range reduce, but they're more attack. Why? Because they'll have to get closer and they'll have to have my black hole. It could be cool. Change one skin? No. I forgot also to store. Need you. 25 bits sold out. Thank you. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Well, then you are left.
Surrender. Do you think you'll still be able to call on the Force after I've separated your head from your body?
Even with my vision clouded, I recognize the fighting style of Count Dooku. Your version is unrefined, amateurish, sloppy.
So now I have to change skin. Arrival. Oh, nice, nice, nice.
We'll take her together.
In Hondo's too much. Two. Lap speed. Lap speed is doing well, guys. We're at 64, 64. That's insane. Okay. Coin. Good. Let's do 100. Let's do 100. Let's do 100. Let's do 100. That power consumed. Okay, so now 19. 22, 11, and 25. 25. No. 11. What? Is it still uploading? No, it's not. Okay, that's good. Look at this. That's so sweet. Come on.
My eyes to see you, Jedi.
I'll be down to play the Diablo. How much storage do you have? That's 16 gigs. That's not great. That is no bueno. 16 gigs, okay. About 10 gigs per hour. I'm only uploading one video, so it should be fast. Do I have TikTok downloaded? No, I don't. Okay. That's problematic. It is problematic. One away from reaching 300 followers. We're one away from reaching 300 followers on TikTok. Mama Claus is done. Mama Claus is done, right? Mama Claus is done. How much is Mama Claus? 186? That's good. Mall. Watching Star Wars.
A failed apprentice makes for a foolish master.
Top 3 guns at home. Instantly number 3 is cool.
Leaving so soon, Master?
You are no match for me without the aid of your monster.
That remains to be seen.
As you wish.
Whoa. I got a pimple. Ay. I got so many pimples. What the heck? Can delete that. Still have so much to do. See?
So be it.
Sword? Okay, sword is where? Sword is there. Tower sword. Where's shield? Where's shield? See, that was yesterday. That's perfect. S is 2 hours 43. 2 hours 43. So they tell me that I did. $38, $42. That's good. That's great. Okay, so now you have to check out here. Good. But then you are lost. This is the end for you, my master. Now I should be able to do. I should be able to do well, please check. We're back. Don't show me Inventa Gaming. Dimple, hello. Who cares? It's fine. Oh, yeah, people talk. People talk. Okay. You'll be far. So you should be around. Well, actually, you're around here. Choo 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 choo. Okay, so now we have to focus on Crown. I don't even know what I'm watching. Ouch, the pimple. Did we already do that nature corn? 1048. I believe this is the 1048.
Remember, the first and only reality
Yep.
of the Sith. They can only be to go about the workouts, and so are no longer my apprentice.
And
Don't make me wait for what is nothing. Otherwise, and we're back.
okay. Shit. You don't have TikTok. Yes, we do. Nice. Nice. This is the main account.
I'm not going to kill you. I have my
Don't make me wait.
DC Dark Legion. Gonna be 18, 525. Okay,
Prince William?
Two.
Don't make me wait.
Okay, little stroll. Good. Now we have to go here. And we have to go to X recorder. X recorder, yeah.
Ahsoka trusted you and you betrayed her.
I've learned that trust is overrated. The only thing the Jedi Council believes in is violence.
In Clone Wars. We have to do this, yes, nope. Okay, good. Now what you're gonna do is, you're gonna go into camera. Oh. You're gonna go into this one. You're gonna go into this. You're gonna go into this. We're hoping for an ad. We get play. You didn't get it? Oh.
Dooku, once you actually came to do your own dirty work.
Sometimes things are just that important.
We're back. Let's do it.
Don't make me wait. And we're back. No.
Okay,
joke about being a cult leader to his less than 10,000 subscribers. And though he voiced his disdain for sickos, the intrusive thoughts about high school girls seeped through. He just couldn't stop ruminating.
Thanks for watching me shred some mean ass guitar. If I was that good at guitar when I was in junior high, I would have been swimming in so much tail. So much tail. And like, who cares if Saunders is kind of creepy and autistic? You can play guitar, right? I gotta stop and think about all these chicks that have rejected me in the past because it makes me fucking laugh. It makes me fucking laugh. I'm like, I'm an internet rock star. What the fuck are you doing with your life? Right?
Not much, right?
Nothing.
Well,
People laugh. Josh and his cobras, oh ha ha. And keep laughing. I'm becoming an influence.
good for you, bro.
When you got girls that are way too young for you, flirting with you, it's irritating, but you gotta be patient, you know, it's just one of those things.
Just one of those things. 21 want to wake up. Everybody sucks.
That's how it is. My eyesight is fucking horrible.
Easter came and went, and though Josh acknowledged the holiday, he chose to skip the family get-together because he was busy making wands. He also took the time to dox every single person who bought a magic stick from his batch.
I skipped out on Easter celebration with my family to sell a batch of wands. And I hated doing it, but I'm sure my family understands, and that's the thing of it, is I'm glad I did, because I had no idea my most recent batch was going to sell out in one day flat. People are like, oh wait, real magic wands? For that price? You're going to get the same quality when I carve them from a lathe.
In a rare sighting, we got to see Josh dust off his Regard pass and take a bus trip to the post office to mail off the wands.
What's up, YouTube? It's your sexy goth bad boy, King Cobra JFS, back at you with another video. Right there, my bag of goodies. Looky what I have here. It's a gorgeous day outside. Yep. No, I'm filming from the screen. Yeah, tubes, I'll catch you all on the flip side.
Ever the nonconformist, Josh gave up learning to tune his guitar and invented his own style called spooky tuning.
I'm working on a new tuning for my guitar. I call it spooky tuning. It's a D minor S kind of tuning. I don't have the final string on here. I need to get more guitar strings. But you know it's only got 5 strings, despite being a 6-string guitar.
Delicious.
In early summer, Clint received the 6-figure settlement for the car accident that almost killed him in 2014. This allowed him to achieve a long-time goal of buying back the '66 Mustang he sold when Josh was born, an instant financial burden. Perhaps disappointingly for Josh, this meant the pipe dream of winning the lottery and repurchasing the Mustang for his father would never happen.
I could do so much good with that. If I won $203 million, I'd be happy with that. I could do so much good with that money. You know what I'm saying? I'd have more than enough money to build my dream house and furnish it ever so slightly. I'd have enough money to find my dad's Mustang that he had in high school and buy it for him. You know what I'm saying? I'd have so much money. Yeah.
Also in May, Josh discovered a YouTuber that would change his content for the worse, a political content creator named Sydney Watson. I'm not going to torture you with his drivel, but Josh would go on to react and parrot her videos in years to come.
So there's a YouTuber by the name of Sydney Watson, and the first video is entitled, Seriously, ? Why is Gillette promoting obesity? Stop normalizing this.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it seems like there's a trend at the moment where
That's okay, that's
businesses basically try to promote
Yes, I've noticed this trend. There's nothing wrong with it.
He gave fans some much-needed levity on the 17th by spicing up his content with the viral Toe of Satan challenge.
So I have here, in my possession, the Toe of Satan Sucker Challenge. Quit being a pussy and just do it. Okay, enough of your sex crap.
Enough of your sex crap.
Hot. Oh, fucking hell. Who the fuck is this? Oh, yeah. What you got? Fuck the heaters. I got this. 44. Oh, fuck, it's good. Fucking hell, it's good. God damn it. Fuck. Oh, shit, I did it. I spit once, my bad. Oh. Let's go with some of these. Yeah. Hey, YouTube. Look at these biceps. So sexy, I can kiss myself. Get you some.
You, my master.
Beast mode activated.
Another addition to the long list of failed food challenges. Capped off a rather boring month with some sex advice for inexperienced viewers. Josh's secret? Rub cocaine on your girlfriend's vagina to get her off.
What the
If you're a
fuck?
dude who hasn't had sex and you're in your late 20s and you're bummed out about it, first of all, quit being bummed out about it. Second of all, find you a girl that's never had sex before, and I guarantee you, it'll be a lot easier.
What the
You know,
fuck?
when you're in junior high or high school, you get a girlfriend, and you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's after school, your girlfriend comes over for a little bit, you get y'all's homework.
Good, you're done.
You chit chat and talk. You make
Thank you,
out for
Riku.
a little bit, you touch each other, and then she goes home. What would most guys do in that point? After that, they'd be having a wank, wouldn't they? Exactly. Most guys in that predicament would be having a wank afterwards. Was that not the best masturbation session you've ever had? Masturbating to your girlfriend making out with you.
Just a moment ago.
Before
Ah, this is odd.
you even had the experience, you know? You know what the difference is between a golf ball and a G-spot? The difference is most
I love when people unfollow and refollow. And they think I don't.
Ladies, that was a joke for you.
They think I don't notice.
Don't link. It's your
Oh,
boy. Don't link. It's your boy. Welcome to the.
See, most guys don't think about
Uh,
the long run.
little stroll. I love
You
that.
notice that when you rub on the clit, it extends, it gets a little bit bigger, and the hole
I'm
opens
sure-
up.
Shh.
But if you want to go the extra mile,
Okay, so
with
that's
your
good.
girlfriend, you get some KY, mine and hers, and you put some of that pink stuff on your fingers before you finger blast her.
Finger blast. Okay.
But yeah, rubbing coke on a chick's pussy, like fingering a chick with some cocaine on your fingertips. Oh, you think the KY mine and hers is awesome?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's guaranteed to get your chick off. Fuck crack, I'm talking actual.
What?
Just cut with baking soda, and that's it.
What are you talking about, bro?
Bond sales were booming, and the trolls found a new way to mess with Josh via Etsy shop reviews.
Don't link. It's your boy.
For sale, they're selling like hotcakes. I appreciate every last one of you for buying one. But recently,
Wink, kissy
someone
wink.
left a one-star review
Oh no.
on a wand they purchased. And before we get into that, keep in mind, my trolls are assholes.
Blink. It's your boy. Of course.
Some would even take it a step further by purchasing a wand and recording themselves breaking it.
Said my goddamn cover on here, so holy fuck, you wrapped it in so much goddamn tape. Fucking retard, holy shit.
That fucked up. I get not liking the guy. Come on.
So I give it a durability test here. Okay, that's not coming apart.
We'll do this one,
Okay, there we go.
and we'll do this one.
So a YouTuber who purchased a Hovercraft handmade one from my Etsy shop, going by the name of Zolj, spelled Z-U-L.
Yeah, give the guy a shout out. Yeah, give the guy a shout out.
Not sure how you pronounce your name, bud, but you sent me a message saying
Bud.
you wanted to write broken, and then you have a video.
Damn about me, cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Don't listen or listen maybe with me. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby, with you.
Who's ready for the Stanley Cup playoffs?
Okay.
It did not work.
No way.
Yeah, that's not coming apart.
Tried to break it, could not do it.
Okay, there we go.
Well, thank you for the free exposure, and sorry to hear your wand broke and fell.
Oh, that's nice.
Please take your friends, you'll get to work on that as quickly as we can.
Josh was very popular and hanging out with his friends almost every day, but not all of them wanted to be a part of his videos. Good friend Russell Scotty made his final on-video appearance, sort of, during a gas station food hack, where he made it abundantly clear that he did not want to be on camera. Don't worry, we still got to hear his imbecilic commentary.
What's up, dudes? We got a gas station food hack rocking with you the long way. We got some flavor hot dog.
Yo, homie Scotty, the sandwich is rocking. Yo, this gas station food hack is where it's at, YouTube. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let me finish filming this. Alright, man. So much this down real quick. Subscribe for more. And remember, vagina isn't like pizza.
What was it?
Homeboy
What?
Scotty with the pizza wisdom for the day.
Homeboy Scotty. I love the name.
At the beginning of the summer, Josh began obsessing over an unnamed female, which we would eventually figure out it was his friend's daughter.
No, eventually it's gonna happen, YouTube. I'm gonna find the goth chick of my dreams.
Of age.
She wants to be by my side, and she's gonna be like, fuck your troll, I don't give a shit what they think. I want you. And I was griping and bitching about the dry spell that I did a couple months ago, several months ago, as a matter of fact. So I don't complain about it anymore. I don't. I've had a complete attitude adjustment towards it. You know, there's people out there who have it way worse, and you want to complain because you haven't got your dick wet. Ooh, fucking who? You know, I got to go out with this goth chick that I'm sweet on. I want to get to know her personality first, to be honest. I don't want her to have that with me until she's comfortable with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a gentleman like that. No, I fucking hate it, YouTube. If dudes are friend zoned, it's seen as demasculating. Like, oh, you fucking pussy, you got friend zoned. There's nothing wrong with getting friend zoned.
Don't link Kissy Wink. Welcome to the commentary show. Because we are having a wonderful day on this 20th April 2005. Today is Easter. Now, you know what we're gonna do? You see how we're dressed, so let's give the address. I have a candy in my mouth. I was planning on doing something else, but then I realized that my phone was full, so I had to do the thing I was supposed to do. Let's just film the workout. We're watching King Cobra GFS. Because I'm a cool god guy, I guess. So what I'm gonna do is, you see me yesterday was complaining about not wanting to do it. Complaining. Today we're gonna be taking a break from the cardio. Because we're taking a day from the cardio, we're gonna do something very cool, very different. I'm gonna do only like weight lift. I'm gonna go super heavy. I'm gonna go for a longer period of time. Now the goal is today kill it with the workouts, right? With the upper body workouts, so that way the muscles are sore for tomorrow. And then tomorrow we're only doing cardio. So we'll have 2 days to
At this point, you're probably
rest.
wondering, what the,
Let's go. Let's go.
what the hell?
I'm in a better mood. I am. My mom called me today. Everything is fixed.
My devil's
I'm in a good mood. Do I feel like working out? No.
did too much.
Am I gonna work out? Yes. There you go.
And shaving my entire head in the attempts for my hair to grow better, thicker, and stronger. I don't give a shit what the haters have to say. That's why I'm posting this video, so y'all can get a big gander at my mistake right here. In fact, let's watch a video by one of my biggest fans / trolls. Right after I get done shaving my video and taking a shower, I'm predicting what these haters are gonna say
I love about
when
GFS
they
though.
see me with a shaved head. You know, let's give the troll something to laugh at. Holy shit, this gothic autistic retard pushing his hair. Oh my god, this is fucking hilarious. It looks like Lord Voldemort with Harry Potter glasses. What the fuck? Hey, Gothic King Cobra.
We'll be switching from 30 to 40.
Starting. Looks like
You'll be
the pipe tobacco finally got to
You'll
you.
be okay.
Oh, Gothic
You'll
King
be okay because we
Cobra,
made
letting
it.
the trolls win.
But you'll be okay.
If I'm letting the trolls win, then how come I'm posting this video?
It was good that Josh was getting outside and diversifying his content, but that came with new challenges.
For 1 second, YouTube, I want you to take a look at this. Just look at it.
Crazy how 10 pounds is a lot heavier.
Right now.
You guys see me well?
That kind of shit
Forgot my father's. That's at my father's house.
I mean, just look at that water. It's like,
Funny, he lives in a coastal town just like I am. Maybe at a different time I'm from GFS. Never mind.
the Raven and her blown the coop.
His androgynous goth style bewildered Casper locals, and his masculinity was frequently called into question. After being insulted by an IRL cowboy troll at the liquor store, Josh would adopt the belief that there was no such thing as girly drinks.
I went to the CY liquor store, which is an awesome liquor store by the way, here in town, to pick up a Steel Reserve spiked.
Still a lot better to do after 40.
At
This is the heaviest weight I own.
I sometimes talk to myself. Sometimes it helps to think shit.
Give it a bench press.
Whatever. And not really paying too much attention. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of these. Because they're cheap and I like the way they taste. And there's this cowboy standing out by the smoker section. He said, that's a pussy beer. As I'm walking away, I have the can like this, and I'm like, oh, it's a pussy beer, huh? It's a pussy beer, huh? I love getting of-age pussy.
I love about GFS.
Okay, so
I wish I was more like it, to be honest, myself. No matter how weird I was.
Shut right the fuck up after
Yeah.
that because he was not expecting that. He was expecting me to, get all nasty with him, but I turned his nasty comment and fired it by being a smartass. And sometimes that's how you gotta be with haters, YouTube. You gotta be the biggest smartass you can be because they're gonna fucking hate it if you're not giving them the reaction they want. You know?
Insulting Josh wasn't just for the adults, though. Even the children of Casper knew
What we'll do
they saw one. And
is we'll do complete setup for the 4 muscles. The big weights.
Two Steel Reserve Blue
Right.
Razzes are now
And then
gonna cost.
what we'll do is we'll move on with small weights
Yeah.
and do something
I
else.
know where I go. Anyways, I'm walking home from the liquor store, ready to have a nightcap and just turn in for the evening, and sitting there, just walking down the street, minding my own business, and I'm waving my crystal scepter at the street lights,
I don't think I can
making them turn
lift
on
it like that.
fire. And while I was doing it, some little kid, no older than like 11 or 12, was like, "Hey asshole, hey retard, hey asshole," started talking some shit. So I said to him, I says, "Your mom didn't raise you right. You have no dad, you little shit. I'm bigger and better than you. Do you have any idea who the fuck I am?" I'm like, I'm a YouTube celebrity, dude. I'm a local YouTube celebrity.
Agreed.
I have almost 9,000 subscribers on my channel.
Agreed.
You ain't shit. As soon as I brought up his daddy issues, the kid just lost it. He was like, how does he know? And he just started crying, dude. And when he started crying, I kept on insisting. I went off on this dude. And I told him, I said, bro, I'm putting your shit on blast when I get home for a YouTube video. And I drank my beer last night, fucking passed out, Yeah, dude. And I'm over here like, dude, that's just fucking sad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't fuck with the big dogs. You just don't do it. Maybe I gotta start filming it on my phone, too. Or that's
The big part is done.
I went and got sticks yesterday for my
Oh, no,
bonds, and of course I got harassed while doing it. That never fails. Every time I go out to get sticks for my walnut business,
I have no clue.
I always get harassed by
I can do
someone
it
in
for now.
town. And when it's a little kid harassing you, you really can't do anything about it, dude. Kids sitting there saying magic ain't real and quit hurting the tree and stupid shit like that. I'm like, that's the problem with today's kids. They got no respect, YouTube. When you
What the
say
fuck,
shit like
dude?
that, I'm like,
Go back to GFS for
have you
life.
seen the scientific research? Science has proven many times that humans don't use every part of their brain. If you unlocked every part of their brain, there's no telling what they do. They could bend reality and transform with their mind, shit like that. So this kid was way too young. So my response to him or her was, "Your face isn't real." Which you might think that's immature, but you know what? That's how you gotta be. You can't, cuss them out. The adult has more imagination than the kid. And that's the thing of it. I pulled my wand out, comparing something on a stick that I
How do you get them up there and then not?
minding my own business. Of course, the kid's mom told them,
I can't.
leave him alone, he's autistic. Kid wouldn't listen, so I pretty much ignored it for the most part.
He regaled us with these embarrassing admissions, only to revise reality by making himself a hero for whom everyone would clap as he sputtered away from each interaction with his head held high. Many viewers share their opinion that Josh was an increasingly unreliable narrator, and years of being bullied online and IRL had him believing his own versions of events.
Okay, let's do this. I have a plan.
To mess with
That'd
Josh,
be great
the
myself.
troll ball wanted it once, but this time it was sent to Internet Lolcat, dragging the Frodo. You
I don't know if I'm gonna work this all.
this video, Josh.
What is mess wording, guys?
Fuck King Cobra. Fuck him. Fuck King Cobra. Hey, everyone tells me to watch this guy's channel. I'm like, why do I have to watch this guy's channel? I'm gonna talk about your boy that way, yeah. I'm not watching your fucking channel. He's boy. He's like your boyfriend.
Okay. You said fuck King Cobra. That's what your mom did last night. Oh,
Sure.
and guess what? She said my dick was better than your dick, you fat motherfucker.
That's incest.
DLF was puzzled by his painted stick and recorded a video reviewing it.
So I gotta show off something that one of the kitties bought for me. It's so fucking stupid. Somebody actually bought me an official King Cobra JFS blonde. Really, man? Really? Why did somebody get me this thing? But I use this as a back scratcher. I have to do it. This is a fucking drumstick.
Could be a lot easier. Too loud.
Gonna be like.
Man, you were complaining yesterday.
on the drums.
First time in 12 years. Oh, dude, the fuck.
There, this also came with a wand too. This also came with a wand. It's a handwritten letter from King Cobra. Next video, I'm fucking destroying the wand. The wand. I'm like fucking fast.
So now,